Yes, well, good evening. Welcome to a special edition of Sky Blue Fans TV. The fans are back. Yes, the fans are back in town. We've got a special show for you, including, I think we've got about 17 guests lined up tonight. They're all going to come on for about 5 minutes, let us know what they think about the season. But before we do, I want to say a big thank you to Instinct Studios, who looked after me yesterday. I had my tattoo. Oh my God, it hurt. But do you know what? Absolutely superb. If you want to go back and watch the show, please do. We filmed it live last night. We got some great interaction. It's still up there for you to watch. And yeah, it was great. So thank you very much to Alan and his lovely wife looking after me, Ken, and Will while we were there. That was just, I've got to get that off my chest because it's just brilliant. And I've been looking at it all day, to be honest. It's surreal having one done, but you know, I've done it. But we've got to get the show on the go because we have got a tight schedule to stick with, and we've got to get these guests in. Our first guest tonight will be Jack Thomas, who will be very, very soon. So let's get Vicky in. Good evening, Vicky.
Good evening.
Good evening, and good evening, Claudio.
Good evening.
Superb. This is going to be exciting. We're going to take it in turns. Vicky's going to look at the comments. We'll try and read as many as we can. But Claudio, what are your thoughts, mate?
You know what, Miles? I just cannot believe I've witnessed the greatest season in the history of Coventry City. And I'm not saying that lightly. Those are the words of Jim Brown, the club historian. If he's saying it, I believe it. It truly has been. I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it.
Well, I certainly can, Claudio, because I've had a tattoo to prove it. I tell you what, my leg hurts.
I must admit, it was. I tell you what, I've never ever seen a tattoo being done, and I was impressed.
It is good. Impressed. Really. It is good. It really is. Look at that. It's so nice. I sent it to someone today, and they said that's a work of art. And it really is. But yeah, flipping it. I don't know. Are you all right, Vicky?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah. I'm definitely not having a tattoo now. I've been watching you. No chance.
You got to. You can't bottle it now. No you chance. Can't bottle it.
I never promised, though. I never promised. I'm okay.
Right then, let's get our first guest in. We've got 17 guests to get through. They've been on throughout the season, and we thought we'd give this a go. We don't know how this is going to work, but this is a great tester for a show that we've got coming up in the future, which we'll talk about later on down the line throughout the summer. We've got something really special lined up, so we're going to give this a go. And our first guest tonight is my mate, my lad's mate. His dad's me mate, his mum's me mate. He's got 2 lovely dogs. His daughter's ace, learning to drive. He is living, not at home anymore. He's in his digs in Coventry. He only lives in Kenilworth, and he's got his own digs in Coventry because he's at uni. She should have stayed at home. It would have cost you less money. Let's bring him in. Good evening, Jack Thomas. How are you?
I'm all good. Here's all I am is a guinea pig to you. I'm the patient zero for this mad special we're on tonight.
You are. Hey, I'm loving the Go For It City vinyl in the background.
Thank you. Hey. That's was my mum's, which I got for my 21st birthday because I got a vinyl record player, and I absolutely love it. The minute we got promoted, I went straight back and gave it a good old spin.
Brilliant. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. Now, listen, you only got 5 minutes. I've got to start the clock. I mean, we've been going to a few games over the last few years, but you being young, what's this felt like to you? Because obviously seeing this in League 2, and now we are in the promised land. How's this season been for you, mate? Give us a summary in 5 minutes.
I'll tell you what, from my first game, which was the first game back in Coventry, where we won 1-0 against, I think it was Gillingham. It's been a roller coaster, like heartbreak after heartbreak, especially upon recent times. You know, this season we've absolutely smashed it. You know, like I think we all expected us to be up and thereabouts, and I think before the season even started, we'd have always said we'd have been happy with playoffs. I mean, we had a couple people, I think you and included, Miles, were chirping and going, all I want is automatics. I can't do the playoffs anymore. But no, what Lampard's done has been amazing this season. And as a wise Doug King said, cover flipping massive.
We are massive. We are. And is there anything that you can take from this season that really makes you proud of this club?
I wouldn't particularly say it's the season. Obviously, the season's been absolutely amazing, but I think we've got to look at as a club what we have been through as a whole. We have been homeless twice. We've had bad owners. We've lost our ground, and we've had so much resilience through the leagues, and we've gotten a Checker Trophy along the way. We've had numerous trips to Wembley. I think they all know us by name now. But yeah, no, like over the past 10 years, we are one of the clubs that have been absolutely through it. And it was only a matter of time till we were back, because we were heading in the right direction. And hopefully that keeps on going. Hopefully we are back, and not we are back to the Championship and back to the Premier League and back to the Championship. I hope we're there, and I hope we're there to stay now for at least a couple seasons.
Do you think we can?
Well, that depends on the investment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we are rumoured with 1,000,001 players, and you've got to take it with a grain of salt at this current moment. I think the one that I'm most likely to believe is Rushworth, because I think it's been too much of a public spectacle for it not to go through at this point.
Yeah, it has. And would you say he's been your... I mean, he won our player of the season vote from the fans through the channel last week. Would you say he has been the most outstanding player that has graced our pitch this season, or is there someone else that you love?
Absolutely, Rushworth. I think this is the first time in a long while that we've had confidence in a goalkeeper, because I remember the days of Lee Burge and Reece Charles Cook and all of that lot, and I think this is the first time in my entire life being a Coventry City fan where I can go, yeah, I'm comfortable with a goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's been absolutely amazing, hasn't he? And I think when you talk about how many games he's saved us points as well. He's been just outstanding, hasn't he? Is there anyone that was under the radar that you think has shone this season?
Under the radar that has shone this season, I think.
You ain't got long.
No, I haven't. You got me. You got me absolutely. 55 seconds. To be fair, I think from when Eccles was first getting first team minutes to how he's played this season. Yes, he's prone to an off game, but I think under the radar, he's actually been pretty solid this season. So that's who I'd give it to. Also, local lad. This is his season that he should be most happy about, and I hope he gets some game time next season, because I think he deserves it. Yeah,
he definitely does. I think a few people that were commenting last night on the show were saying about Eccles, how he's just been brilliant for us this season. Well, he's been brilliant all the way from League Two, and all the way from the ranks, and he's come all the way through with the team. He's just done absolutely amazing. I bumped into Shipley last week, and he was with Eccles. He was with Eccles, and he goes, it's just brilliant. He wanted me here with him, so absolutely superb.
After the big promotion party, Eccles, not Eccles, Shippers was in flying standard spoons with us all, chanting and celebrating. It was wicked.
Lovely. Listen, we got to go. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for joining us. And
no worries.
We'll have you on again in the Premier League, because we are now a Premier League podcast.
We are Premier League. Say we are Premier League.
Brilliant, mate. Thanks a
You
lot,
got
Cody.
me on the spot there with some of those questions, man.
I know. Hey,
You
listen,
didn't prepare me at all. I guess I really haven't anything.
yeah, but you're good off the head. It don't matter. Listen, you've been 6 minutes, not 5. See you later.
Oh. Yeah, take care. No, Sky Blues.
Well, Sky Blues. Right,
I tell you what,
Claudio.
Miles, I don't know how I'm going to cope. I'm welling up already. That's the first guest.
Right, are you ready for your next one?
Who we got?
Richard, Salop CCFC is next.
Ah, fantastic.
Here we go. All yours. Take it away.
Hello,
Good evening, Richard. Oh, and the dog's joining as well. As you know, it's been a momentous season. So basically, let's get straight to it. How does this achievement compare with Coventry's greatest moments in the club's history?
It's weird. I've had to become a different kind of fan. It's like a winning fan, and it's really just like, ugh. I was on here, and I don't recall properly, for the Wrexham game, and I got really angry because it was the first time in a long while that we won, and we were bad. We were really bad, and it really sent me into a bad mood. And my wife has like moaned at me, like, "Why are you moaning? You're winning all the time." And I was saying, "Well, we're not playing that well. We're still, but you're winning and stuff like that." And I'm just not used to it. I feel like an Arsenal fan saying we're going to bottle it and this kind of stuff like that. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So what do you think Frank has done with this squad to create this sort of mentality? Basically, it's a different mindset, isn't it, from say 2 years ago? I think.
Yeah, I mean, even the togetherness of the squad that he brought into it, but I think Frank's brought in professionalness to it, and it's a kind of like steady the ship, and just bringing that extra, that we are Premier League extra, if you know what I mean. It's not easy to do that, but I think he has done it.
So I would say most people have given Rushworth the player of the season. So who would you say would come in at second and third this year?
Well, I'm a big fan of Tats, a Tats fan, totally. Just because he's just like awesome, just a little awesome bloke, isn't he? And my wife always says, I told him my wife's his age the other day, and she's like, he's 27 or 28 or whatever. I can't believe it. He just looks like a teenager running around. So he's my number one. And then I think actually somebody simply as Milan, just that character with his gun, that person you need in the dressing room, but has also got the skills to back it up. Those two players to me are pretty awesome.
It's interesting.
And I think we'll play in the Premiership as well.
Well, I mean, this time last year we were selling him, weren't we? The rumours were Milan's going and Haji Wright's going, and everybody was going, and nobody left. In fact, the only player that left was Ben, and that was after the start of the season. It's amazing, really.
Yeah.
Well, everybody thought it was going to be a big loss, but he wasn't, was he, in the end, because of who came in?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I mean, Doug really sort of, you're hearing now that he kept hold of those players, and that's really, people talk about the togetherness. Even the people we shall not mention who are Derby fans, even they released something this week saying that he thought Frank was the best manager, whatever. You haven't been saying that for a while, but that togetherness and bringing people together and keeping your squad, it's actually something that's not really sort of talked about enough across lots of championship teams. I think people may even model things on us, for doing that.
No, I haven't got a clock here, so I don't know how long you got, Richard. How long has you got, Miles?
Never 2 minutes.
All right, then. Here's one little quick question. Pie or a pint at half-time?
Oh, like that.
Pint. Yeah, I'm usually in the lounges, so you get your free pints for a bit at half time. You stack them up.
What's it like in the lounges?
Well, I'm saying I'm a watchmaker last time, but I really do like the balcony street bar, because not many places have that view of the ground during, before and after and things like that. I just love it up there. It's brilliant. It's not expensive. Probably will be next year, in reality. But yeah, it's just it's great up there. But yeah, you get a free pint sometimes in the watchmaker, until halftime.
Doug said something what the awards evening where he said about drawing a line now and looking to the future. I think that's a great attitude. I think we need to start celebrating the CBS. Hopefully they might call it the Sky Blue Stadium or something like that. Be nice, as our home now. And because it hasn't felt like it, has it, up until the last couple of years, really? I don't know what your view is on that.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is a Villa fan.
Oh,
and
dear.
she hates bowl stadiums, but even she says, I can't believe how good the CBS is now. As soon as she came to me with me a couple of times early in when our relationship. We've been together 18 years. We've not seen each other play each other. So this is the first time I can play the Villa Coventry thing. I can't wait for it. We're already talking about it. But yeah, she says she saw it when there was 10,000, 12,000 in there, 10 years ago. And yeah, she says the CBS is rocking, and she actually likes the bowl modern thing now. She'll go on about Villa Park all the time, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, it's great. It's rocking. And I think the Premiership has got something to learn. They're not going to be used to us. They're not. They're going to have a hit. They're going to be hit by the CBS and the Sky Blue Army.
So what do you think then? Mid-table, perhaps?
I don't care, to be honest. I know. Just we've done ourselves proud this year, and I hope we do ourselves proud next year. And I'm sure we will. I know we are.
Brilliant, Richard. I think is that time up, Miles. Someone has to give me a thumbs up here because I've got no clock. Richard, thank you for coming on. Please keep watching and listening and putting your comments in. You've been a star for the season. Thank you very much.
Love it. You guys do really well. Cheers to Vicky as well for all the hard work she does as well.
Brilliant. Thanks. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Take care. See you soon.
See you.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's get our next one in then. Yes, he's been on the Traitors. He's done a kick it for a ticket. He borrowed Bobby Thomas. Hey?
He did it badly.
What?
Carry on.
Yeah, he borrowed Bobby Thomas's boots. Let's bring him in. Yes, it's James Baker. How are you, mate? You all right? How's it going?
Yes, mate. Is that the right way round?
Yeah.
No.
There it is. We are back.
We are back. No, it's the other way round.
How are you, lads and lasses? All right?
All good. How are you? You all right? You good?
If you'd have told me, I did think about this, Miles and co. The start of last year, I'd have got to the final of the Traitors and the Sky Blues would be in the flipping Premiership. I'd have told you were insane. I can't believe it's happened. I still can't believe it now. It's like a Coventry fan. This doesn't happen.
Well, just like Rich was just saying then, it's been a bit weird, hasn't it? Winning as many games as we've won, or getting as many points as we've got, and the goals. I mean, it's just been phenomenal, hasn't it? It's been unbelievable. We were up. I mean, we all thought it. The first half of the season, the damage was done. Like, I mean, we can't say it, but we're up. But and then they like to tease us, and it was like the Borough game, just reel them in, and then goodbye. But yeah, I felt like I couldn't see how we wouldn't go up with those amount of goals. Like, I thought at least second. If you give me second now, even my 8 points cleared, I'll take it. But to do it as champions in style like that, unbelievable. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, 97 goals, 95 points. But your highlight must have been, apart from those goals and those points, your highlight of the season must have been kick it for a ticket, surely. Well, the game I went to, I've seen him 4 times this year. I've only seen him win once. So I am a Jonah. That game, I will admit, that was probably the highlight for me, kicking the ball on the pitch. Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty. And I don't know if you knew at the time, but JD was chatting to me, and Bobby Thomas came up and was like, "All right, mate, I'm a big fan. Me and the missus are a big fan." He started chatting to me for ages. I'm like, "Well, I'm a big fan of you, Bobby. I'm just some dude who went on a TV show. You're like a talented footballer." And by the way, I'm not going to say that I've influenced him, but I think I may have talked him around in staying. I said, "You reckon? You leave. I ain't doing a selfie with you, and you and your missus can get bent, mate. You're not having a selfie." "All right, mate. All right, I'll stay." He literally said all this. Yeah. I mean, what's it like being a Cov fan? Because you're down in Weymouth area, aren't you? What's it like being a Cov fan and living all the way down there? I mean, being champions. Phenomenal. People will probably think I'm a plastic Sky Blues fan. It's not true. It's rare you can say that as well. Like, oh, now you're hopping on the bandwagon. When you beat Man United and Mifsud scored 2. I'm like, I was always supporting them, cheering them on, watching every game, listening. It is weird. There's actually a fair few Cov fans in Weymouth and the surrounding area, would you believe? Mm. So we do get together from time to time. Yeah, and do you know what? Do you know the best thing as well, James, is that your shirt that you had made, the green one, which is the Riberio shirt. Yes, yeah. That was the first Premier League shirt that we wore. Wasn't it just, mate? Wasn't it just? I nearly wore it on the kick it for a ticket thing, but I thought I better not, A, because I've got too much gardening work as it is, and B, like, I don't know, Ken might get, was it Ken from Ribeiro might get unhappy. I mean, this season there's been memorable moments. There has been fantastic moments. Have you got a particular game that you really loved watching? Because, I mean, you could say every game really, but has there been
Yeah.
one that really stands out for you?
I mean, the one I saw in person, so it started well, 7-1. I'm like, I'm watching my team. It's Championship Manager retro style. You don't win 7-1 in a league game. It's crazy. All the shots went in. That was just. I'm like, we're going up. This is going to happen now. Everyone's scoring goals, and I think you all touched on it before. But what Frank did, I think he gave contracts to Robin's sort of mainstays like your Bidwells, your Sakamotos, instead of a new manager coming in and going, all right, I'm going to lay this to Amorim goes in United. It's a back three, even though everyone knows how you're going to play and it doesn't work. I'm going to rip up the script. You're out, Maguire. You're out. He didn't. He went, I'm keeping these players. What did he do? Yeah, we lost Sheaf, got Grimes in. It's the same squad, but with a new edge of coaching or something. I mean, Joe Edwards, I know, is very highly rated and highly sought after. We'll do well to keep him. I think he's like management material one day, but for now, they've done an amazing job. And as Rich and a few others will mention, it's about stability, and it is a template that I'm amazed clubs don't follow.
I mean, what did you make to the signing on Onyeka? Because I believe that was the signing of any club in the January transfer window.
Last time I was on, I think we were all getting worried. We'd lost to Norwich, and it was the first time I thought, I'm a little bit worried now. Like, okay, the performances have been a bit pants for a while, and now the belief's going. And it's like, don't blow it. We're so far ahead. It's like Liverpool when they were miles in the Premiership. Oh no, this is going to be squeaky bum time. And when he came in, we could see it. Everyone was starting to get on Grimes' case. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. The guy's played every minute of every game. He's amazing, and he will fit seamlessly back into the Premiership because he has been there before, hasn't he? Years and years ago. Yeah. We could all see it. Like, we need something. And I've got a friend who's a Brentford fan actually, and he was like, I'm gutted he's not playing because they were having a bit of a sticky patch. So, yeah, that was the best signing at the right time. And you're right, Miles. It is by far the best signing. I can't even think of any other signings in the Championship that have done anything. There's normally a lone striker that goes and scores loads, but no, he is the one, and now he's ours. We've got to buy him. Oh, well.
We buy him now as a club record signing as well. One last one then, because we've just gone slightly over.
Right,
Quick
mate.
one. Who do you want to come up with us through the playoffs?
Oh, it's very cheesy. Someone that's not been up before. I wouldn't mind Borough, actually.
Yeah, Borough.
Yeah, why not? Let's go Borough.
Borough. Okay, brilliant. Listen, mate, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We'll have you on again in the Premier League, mate.
Yes, you will. See you later, amigos. Cheers, Vicky. Cheers, Claudio. Cheers, Miles.
Yeah, mate.
Cheers,
Take care, mate. Have a good one. Big play up, Sky Blues.
Play up, Sky Blues.
Cheers. Brilliant stuff. Right, let's get some comments in then. Because we're waiting on Sarah. Chris Baker's in the background. It's all go. So we've got a couple of minutes before while we have some comments. Brilliant. Let's go for it. This is ace.
So a couple of people have commented. On your trophy, Miles. They're all liking that in the background. So,
are they?
Seeing your trophy.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Looking smart, isn't it? A couple of people have also noticed that I've got no Ellis today. I don't know what's going on there. It's a technological issue. Me and Ellis haven't fallen out. It's just that I can't get it up for some reason. So I've got a very blank wall, sadly. Graham West says, amazingly, we didn't do the double over any of the relegated teams. Considering we did a lot of doubles, that is an odd stat, isn't it? That's that. Joe Atuma says, we won the championship against top parachute payment teams. Definitely.
Yeah.
Dark Part says, who's getting the tattoo next? Maybe if we win the Premier League, it could be Claudio. What did you say about that, Claudio?
No way.
Paul Cuddifer says, borrowing the stadium, Bobby Thomas header at Blackburn, and the Memorial Park, which is a couple of my highlights. I just can't come down from the high. I think that's it, isn't it? I don't think any of us can quite get back to reality. It just feels it's just been like a fair few weeks of just disbelief, and I don't know.
I felt the love in the city. It sounds a bit over the top, but it felt it in the park. You could see it on the streets.
Yeah,
it was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Finn Berger, does that say Burgers or Burgess?
Burgess.
Says what?
Burgess.
I need to get to the opticians. What a season it's been. What do you think has been the best team performance and individual performance of the season? maybe we can cover that with a couple of the guests as we go along and see what everyone thinks about that. Vince agrees with you, Claudio. He's been a fan of over 60 years, and this is the best ever, thanks to Doug, Frank, Mark, AD, etc., and all the players. Is Sarah in the background yet? Or
no? But Chris is. We can get Chris ahead of Sarah. That's absolutely fine. There's Ian's in there, Luke's in there, but they'll be on very soon, guys. You'll be on very soon.
Cool. Do you want to go with Chris then? And
we'll go with Chris. Yeah, definitely. Let's bring him in. Over to you, Claudio. Here's Chris. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Chris. It's good to see Chris smiling. You were a true believer in this squad. You've been chipping away at people who've been trying to say they're not going to do it. Why was that then? Why did you think we'd do it?
I don't know, because usually I'm the most pessimistic fan going, as you'll probably know from my previous appearances on this show. But we did the match reaction show for Oxford away right at the end of August, and we just drew 2-2 to 2 poor goals. And I said to you there that I predicted we'd finish top 6, but if there was ever a season to stay consistent, have a good start, this was it, because I felt we could have a shot at the top 2. And just all season, I just believed in the players. Just something seemed different this season, the way we started. I think this kind of feeling for me probably started at Derby away. I was there that day. And yeah, I don't know. I felt the start, the unbeaten run. When we lost to Wrexham, we got straight back on it and started winning again. And then obviously we had the bump in December and January, right up until we met Middlesbrough. And then really 3-1, we've not looked back. But astute signing in Frank Onyeka, he's probably the one that turned it around for us when we were in a rut. And yeah, I don't know. I just believe that this season would be the season we'd do it, and we wouldn't have to rely on the lottery of the playoffs.
That little slow period we had over Christmas, what do you put that down to?
I think it was a mixture of things. I think it was complacency, tiredness, a lot of minutes and a lot of legs. There wasn't a lot of depth at that time. When you look at the bench at some of those games at the end of December, especially around the festive period, it didn't look very good. You didn't really see where a match winner could come off the bench and change a game. And then all of a sudden in January, we saw Romain Esse, Onyeka, Ridoni starts to find his best form again, so he becomes almost like a new signing. And all of a sudden, the whole picture's changed. And I just absolutely love the fact that we took absolute pelters off Middlesbrough fans when they overturned a 10-point deficit to get ahead of us. And then all of a sudden, we win 3-1 and we end up winning the league by 11? Was it 9 or 11 points? I can't quite remember off the top of my head. And then Middlesbrough don't even make automatics.
Well, they won 2 in 15, whereas we lost 1 in 15 in that same period. I mean, the first third, we'd only lost 1 game, and the last 15 matches only lost 1 game. So it is an incredible season. What do you think Doug has done then, Doug King, to change the philosophy at this football club?
See, I think anyone could have come in and just done things different to Sisu, and it would have changed the philosophy, whether it been for the good or the better or the bad. I don't think anyone could have done much worse than Sisu, if I'm completely honest. But no, I think he came in and started running it like a proper football club. He weren't just running it like... There's a business aspect to it, and he's not shying away from that. He's letting us know that it has to be run like a business. But he also understands that the football part of that has to work for the business to work. One doesn't go without the other, whereas Sisu before, they were just money, money, money. How can we get the stadium? And I just think he's changed the whole ethos of the club from top to bottom. I think this is why we saw some high-profile departures from behind the scenes. And he's got his own people. And I think, from what I understand, he has a very hands-on approach as well into the running of the club. He's not one of these owners that has a chief exec or chairman or someone that will do all the work for him and gets a wage. I believe he's very hands-on himself, and you can't fault that in him. And don't agree with all his decisions. I think some of his price increase, especially in the hospitality area, were very steep. But at the end of the day, they're now selling out. So can you really say he was wrong to do so?
That's a good point. Oh, so one last. How long we got, Miles? I haven't got a
2
clock
minutes.
Here. 2 minutes. Okay, then 2 minutes. Now, I believe you like a bit of Ellis Sims. Am I right?
Oh, you're not wrong.
Why do you like a bit? I mean, Vicky likes a lot of Ellis Sims, but apparently you like a little bit of him.
Oi, oi.
I'm pretty sure it's for not the same reasons as Vicky.
Yeah. Vicky likes BTA, EMC. There's a pattern there, Vicky. Milan. Chris, why Ellis Sims? Why do you think he's got it over Had You Right?
The hair. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I just, from the moment we signed him, I liked him when he was at Sunderland, and I thought he could be a proper striker, like if played in the right way, the right role, and the team played to his strengths. And to be fair, we haven't always done that. At times, he also hasn't done himself favours with his performances when he has been in. But some of his stats, like his first season with us, 19 goals, 2 hat-tricks. His scoring stats this season, I believe his goals to minute ratio until the last part of the season was one of the highest in the league, and I believe he's the highest away goal scorer in the league this season. And I think he's the first player since Darren Huckabee to score 3 hat-tricks. Yeah. So you keep rolling off stats like that, and I just don't understand. Considering he doesn't play all the time either, whereas Huckabee was a mainstay when he was here. I think he gets really sold out. There's a lot of people that give him unfair stick. And I genuinely believe that things like the start of last season, because he was the person that was supposed to be putting the ball in the net, and he wasn't doing so. And everyone just had a free-for-all on him. And they've never really kind of gave it up. Like he could have the greatest game in the world, and there would be some sitting there waiting, going, oh, look, that one pass went out instead of to a player. You know, it.
Yeah, his performance against Watford was magnificent, and we just need that out of him next season if he's still here, of course, because we don't know, do we, what's going to happen this summer?
No.
Chris, you've been magnificent, mate. Thanks for coming on during the year, and let's hope we're not grumbling next season.
We're staying up. And just before I go, I'd like to say, Miles, it's good to see you after your procedure yesterday, mate.
Cheers, mate. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, though, mate, it looks great.
It does. I will give you that. It looks great. Okay.
Cheers, mate. Hey, good luck with your wrestling podcast. It's good.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
See you later.
See you, Chris. See ya.
Right, I've just got to, before, because we're still waiting on one more, but we're bringing Ian in just a second, then Luke can come in after Ian. Dawn Cook says, loving the setup tonight, even if it looks like we're speed dating. That's brilliant, Dawn. Let's bring Ian in. Good evening, Ian, all the way from France.
How are you guys?
All right, mate. How are you? You all good?
Exhausted.
Exhausted. Tell us why you're exhausted, Ian. Come on, tell us. Elaborate.
Of course, there's the travelling, but just I think I'm on adrenaline overload with the 3 separate celebrations that we've had. It's not the end of season. It's not a one day. It's not one match. It's not telephone radios to the ears like it used to be. It was Blackburn, which I couldn't get to, obviously. And then I went to the Pompey game, which with my granddaughter and lad. And that was fantastic. I didn't think that could be better. And then it was the Wrexham game. And my lifelong friend's a Wrexham fan. He came with us. He wasn't happy. That was great. the trophy. Came up to see you lads at the Stag and Hen. That was a lovely night. It just brought me so much closer to me home. I've been away since I was 18. That's 50 years. And it just brought me close to Cov. Football does that. It's fantastic.
How many miles do you think you've travelled then over the season? Because you've been to a lot of games. How many have you been to?
It's not a question I could answer without my legal representative.
How many games you been to?
Most of the home games. I missed the one at Christmas. Yeah, because obviously can't get flights. A couple of midweek games I've missed, but probably how many do we have? 23. I've probably seen 18, 19 of them. Yeah. Have you got a favourite one? You got a favourite one of them? one had a little bit of a downside because my lad was at a wedding or a 40th or something, but the QPR game, because having heard that we'd got the stadium, that just felt so momentous. It just felt terrific. And then we had 8 shots and 7 goals. It was bonkers. But I guess the one that was probably the most pivotal, I think, was the Middlesbrough at home. We just came out of the traps like whippets and never stopped all night. And that was a great game, great performance.
And over the, I mean, how long have you been following them? Tell us how when
this was 9. My first game was the Wolves game, 67.
67. So, how? I mean, this must have to be the most best ever season in your life. This surely.
Yeah, me and my dad went to. My brother went to Wembley. I was in a marriage at the time where the other half were all Spurs fans, so that was quite a nice day out. And then Wembley was fantastic, and we never thought we'd do anything like it again. But I have to say, this season eclipses it, in my opinion. People will have differing views, but I think the season as a whole, before that, you know, the Northampton, the Birmingham, Robbins going, Doug King coming in, everything seems to come together, almost like the stars were aligning. And the start we made, and we got through a little bump. Then we went again with another 9 or 10 games winning. It's just been awesome. Claudio summed it up in his first couple of minutes when he came on. It's almost unbelievable. It's been outside of family stuff. It's been the greatest 10 days of my life.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Will and I were saying yesterday, and we've said it over the last couple of weeks since Blackburn away. It's just been one big party, hasn't it? And like you said at the beginning, it just feels like you still haven't come down yet. It's just, you know, constant.
I'm still watching clips from the Memorial Park today, and then somebody else has put some more pictures up, and then there's another group that I'm a part of. You know, Cov we used to know, and Longford Memories, and blah blah. And I keep going, and there's more and more and more. And then on YouTube, I'll get feeds that come in. It's all day. It's just remarkable.
I was saying earlier to Claudio that I watched a video. You have to try and find it on YouTube. There was one that popped up last night. It's 8.5 minutes long, and it starts off with the goal against Sunderland scoring last season, and then it starts this season. And what he's done, he's sped up all the games really, really fast.
I saw it. It's good.
Have you seen it? Isn't that good?
Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And I'm like you just can't stop watching, can you?
No, but with me dad passing a couple of years ago, the one that folded me in half was it Brenda or Glenda from the care home? You know, had me in pieces, that did. Fantastic.
It is brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. And Ian, thank you so much, mate, for your contributions all season. Absolutely fantastic coming on the show. Before you go, where are we going to finish in the Premier League?
14th.
Brilliant. I'll take it. I'm going to go and put a tenner on that now.
And just before you go, thank you guys and all those, you know, Jack and all the rest of the team. It's become a cult for me. I listen to you twice a week. So does my grandson Arthur. So
hello Arthur.
You do a great job. It's fantastic. So keep up the good work and see you.
Brilliant. Cheers. See you in the Premier League, mate.
Will do. I'll be there.
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Absolutely superb. Wonderful stuff. Okay.
Miles, Luke's asked if he can come on next. We're just jiggling it around a bit. So can we bring Luke in now?
Yeah, he's in next. Yeah, he's in next. Yeah. Let's bring him in. Oh, he's vanished. Where's he gone? Oh, he's here. Hold on. There. Remove that one. There he is.
Oh, where he is.
You're right, mate.
Right, Luke.
Sorry. I had a problem. Every time someone left the chat, I would lose everyone's volume apart from Vicky's.
Yeah, because how many people can we have in the holding room?
I don't know.
It's like, I don't know how it works with the green room, the digital green room. It's all a bit weird.
10.
Is it 10?
10, I
Right,
think,
Luke.
yeah.
Now, you look like a man who likes a good fight. Just looking at you. He can handle himself. So here's a question then. Which
Yeah.
player would survive best on a cold Tuesday night in a Sunday league match in Bedford?
That's brilliant.
Cold Tuesday night, probably Brow or Grimes. I think Brow's got
Really?
scrap in him. Hasn't he? Yeah, I think Brow's got scrap in him.
Yeah,
You
I
think
think
so?
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Brown. I remember I think his first game, I saw him come on for us straight away. He was going in for the tackles. He was known for it, though, wasn't he? I think there was a write-up about him. He likes to have a bit of a scuffle. I think, yeah, maybe Brown. Well, yeah, Matty Grimes. Although Matty Grimes loses a bit on his height and his size.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Bobby Thomas, because that would have led me on nicely to my question.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about Bobby Thomas. No, absolutely forgot about.
Should we try that again? So, on a cold Tuesday night, who do you reckon could handle themselves?
Bobby Thomas smashing them.
What a season! What a season, Bobby. See, it just goes into it. What a season Bobby Thomas has had, hasn't he, Luke? Really, and we miss him when he doesn't play, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's like someone. We look at like players who we can definitely take up with this next season. I think Bobby Thomas. I think he'll handle most Premier League strikers next season.
Yeah, and the thing is, as well, he is definitely a threat in both boxes, isn't he?
Yeah, brilliant. It's almost like we'll start becoming like Arsenal, won't we? Like set piece again, LA, won't it? He's just whenever he goes up, there's always a good chance. We've never felt. I know rewind back a couple of years before we had him. I think we were quite hopeless. We weren't from set pieces, but ever since he's been sort of knocking him in from us with the head, you feel more confident now. As soon as they go up, I remember Blackburn away. When he thought, I've just got to get on the head of Thomas. I've just got to get on the head of Thomas. And I said, Kate was next to me in the stand, and I went, no one's marking Thomas. No one's marking Thomas. It's almost like you could see it coming in.
Yeah. How did you? I mean, it's a daft question, but how did you feel? Because at 1-0, I was already resigned. I said to Luca, I have to go to another game. Come on, we just need a point. How did you feel when that hit the back of the net?
Oh, I don't think I can remember. I think I can remember, but I can't remember it. It was just, it was the start of an amazing 9 days, wasn't it? But yeah, I think I might have fell forward a bit. I'm not sure if I collided with Kate a bit, but it was like that magical thing, wasn't it? You think I can remember traveling up there. I can remember before the game. I can remember everything else, and I can even remember the drunken antics I got up to after. But you try to remember them 2 minutes when he scored, and then afterwards, and it's just, I can't really remember it. It was just that instant when he went in. I think everyone went bonkers. I think I said I could feel the stand. I was on the top tier. I could feel the stand shaking when we scored.
Yeah, it's a momentous moment. Do you think a couple of players from this? I know the squad will probably change, but if it doesn't change, couple of players from this squad do you think can really hold their own in the Premier League?
Torp is one for me. Grimes, Bobby Thomas. I think Sakamoto definitely will. Thomas Asante will. I think obviously we know Frank Onyeka can. There's just a few that I don't think can. I'm a little bit worried about sort of Wright and possibly Sims. I'd like to see like a real prolific striker come in. I'd like to see someone who, 9 times out of 10 when the ball's put in front of him, either on the edge of the box or inside the box, is gonna bury it.
Yeah. How long have I got there, Miles? You need to give me a thumbs up. I need to know here.
You got 50 seconds.
Right then. I know you go to a fair few away matches. Best away day at any time of the season. Where do you used to like going? Where did you used to like going away in the Championship?
Do you know what? I like Middlesbrough away, and I did like Blackburn away. I like Blackburn away because we get more of us there. That's why I like it. I think we're loud anyway, but there's a lot of us at Blackburn away. That's why I like it.
Also, now we're leaving the EFL, of course, not just the Championship. Overall, anywhere destination you used to enjoy going in the dark old days, of course.
God, I went to Forest years ago in the old Anfield. But Forest, that was before it was. I remember standing where I was in the stand. You couldn't see a part of the pitch. So I am looking forward to Liverpool away.
Yeah, Miles.
What?
Premier League fan? When you fancy?
I'm looking forward to going to quite a number of them. To be fair, Arsenal, Spurs.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to going to Forest or Leeds because done that. Not looking forward to. Well, I am looking forward to Ipswich because we have a weekend away. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, and Everton's new ground as well.
Vicky, you're an Everton, aren't you?
And what?
Did you fancy Everton? I think you mentioned that the week.
Sorry. Yeah. I thought you were saying I was an Everton fan for a minute then. I was like, what? No.
We've got no plastics. They're on other podcasts.
I was going to say, what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a defensive then. I was like, what? Yeah, no, I do. Everton is a great, that looks smart, that new ground. I do fancy that. I mean, there's a fair few new ones, isn't there? I've not been to the new Brentford one, so I fancy that as well. But there's some new grounds.
Luke, thanks for coming on and messing up the start of my little script, but I'll let you off.
Sorry about that. Yeah, definitely Bobby Thomas.
Yeah.
Cheers, Luke.
Thanks for everything, Luke. Thanks for jumping in this season as well when you needed short notice and everything. Well done, mate. Absolutely. And well done on our ITV interview.
Yeah, nice one, mate. And well done on the tattoo.
Cheers, mate.
It won't be the last.
No, it is the last. It is the last. Trust me. We'll see you in a bit, mate.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra, cheers. Let's get some comments in because we've got we've got time. Jordan's in the background. We're waiting on a couple of others that are a little bit late, but we'll get Jordan in very soon. Vicky, let's get some comments in, my lovely.
Brilliant.
I might need to go and get a top up in a minute.
So Alex has reminded us all of a nice reminiscing moment. So he said, had a reminisce this moment when I got a Notts County email today trying to sell me a Division 2 playoff semi-ticket. So very 2018. Where are we now? Because actually that was the thing, we had to get an account, didn't we, to get our tickets back for that. So I've been getting emails from Notts County for seasons that I think can go away. So I got that as well today, Alex. And it's funny, isn't it, to think like it's a real sliding doors moment, isn't it, of how two clubs have gone in completely different trajectories, which is obviously great for us. Simon Hargreaves has said, well done to Claudio for breaking your away day curse.
Oh, yes.
That was in style as well, wasn't it, really, in style?
It was relief when it was 2-0. I thought, surely today it's going to happen. Surely. But yeah, fantastic.
Well, I got told he missed all 4 goals. That's why we won.
No, I just loved it. I loved it. Miles, what a great day. What a great day it was, though. It was on the coach, the trip, and just wonderful, wasn't it?
It was. It was a great day. The weather was lovely. Sun was out. It was it was a proper end of season day, wasn't it? In the sunshine.
Elephant trunks were on.
Oh God.
Yeah, luckily I missed that. I didn't see you in the crowd, Claudio, so I missed that. What I really liked on that game as well is how much the players were still trying. Like there was nothing to play for, was there? We were champions, we were up, it was all done and dusted. We could have just turned up and not even tried, but they were still committed 100%. I just think that's an amazing tribute to the players, really. Cov support, which that's Kev Monks, has said, championship champions, we know what we are. We do indeed, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Christopher Rappel says the aim was automatically going up. We were supreme. Goals for fun, points accumulated, special times, buzzing for the promised land. Brought our excellent Coventry together. Sorry, I'm really croaky. I think these past few weeks are like really just like that's all, aren't they? Mark Patman said that he hopes that we sign Ross Barkley from Villa.
Oh, don't know.
What do you mean he's a pants? I don't know. What that was.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
No. See, already that wouldn't excite me.
No.
No.
Doug Bowden says, unbelievably, Rushworth was voted player of the season on second tier, Claudio's favourite channel, and even more remarkably, the game manager of the season to Lampard.
Wow. Wow, oh, wow.
They were right though. He's probably won us the title because he would have. There's games where we were level and you made some incredible saves, and we went at the other end and scored goals, and it's what was lacking. I mean, I was petrified of our defence, saying we'll never ever get promoted with this lot, and we got a decent keeper, and we got a brilliant midfielder in Grimes. It's made a massive difference to that squad.
Yeah.
Oh, a lady here, Anna, said that she'd like to come on later. If you drop us an email, Anna, and if we got time, we can send you the link because we are a bit ahead now because Sarah's got a migraine, so she won't be coming on. So, Anna, if you drop us an email, we'll see if we can fit you in later on.
Yeah, we'll get her in. Yeah, we'll get her on. Why not? Yeah.
Alan Woodward says, trust me, I know about being called a bandwagon fan. I get it all the time living in Ipswich. It's just nice to be able to get one over on them, especially my Ipswich supporting wife.
Yeah, I know, Aaron. He comes up with Mark and Shannon up in the car. We know Aaron, so met him a few times. Good evening, Aaron.
Paul Shotton says the performance of the season was when we beat Borough 3-1. That reignited the season, and the rest is history. Champions easily. I think that stat you gave earlier, Claudio, just highlights that, doesn't it? Like the different journeys we both went on after that.
Vicky, I hadn't realised until I looked at it. I thought we've only lost one game in 15.
Yeah,
that's just mental stuff.
And they just fell apart completely, didn't they?
Yeah.
There was all us moaning that we drew against Sheffield Wednesday. The following week, they drew against Middlesbrough.
Vince Everett says, if Brentford, Brighton, Fulham can establish themselves in the Premiership, I'm sure we can. Just need to hang around a year or two. I think that's it. It's a bit like when we came up from League One to the Championship. That first season was just about staying, wasn't it? And that will be the same next year. It's just about staying, isn't it?
Oxford as well, wasn't it? We drew against Oxford.
Yeah.
And Oxford went up there and did a number on them as well.
Let's quickly do this one and we can move on to the next guest. So Ryan Matthews says, for as long as I live, I will never ever forget what the club has done this season. I'm still at a loss for words at just how incredible we've been. I think that's the case for a lot of us, isn't it? I think just surpassed expectations and dreams and all sorts. And
Definitely. Absolutely amazing. People are joining really earlier. They're well ahead of time, but it don't matter. Let's get. I reckon should we play Ethan's little video, and then we'll bring in Jordan. Then we've got Paul Hughes waiting in the background as well.
Yeah, cool.
Ethan, all the way from Australia.
Right, one sec. Just see if the technology works.
Yeah, Vicky's been practicing this all day. Hopefully, it's going to work.
It's going to go wrong now, isn't it? Yeah. Right, one sec.
No, it should be all right. I reckon it'd be fine.
I didn't realise the video. I just seen him in the background. I thought he was just so still.
No, he's they've clocks have changed.
Yeah.
So he had recorded a video.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. Sorry, I can't be on the live stream. I'm just really occupied at the moment, but I can film this short video about my thoughts on the season, which is just incredible. That's the one word you need to use this season. Incredible. What Lampard has done, what Doug King has done for this football club is remarkable. We should talk about it week in, week out, because it's just crazy to think that we are a Premier League club. There's Leaf, which I got in my background. Expectation going into it, I thought we were going to finish fourth in the league. I thought the parachute payment teams such as Ipswich and Southampton were going to take those top two spots, and I thought Sheffield United were going to finish third and we were going to finish fourth, and that obviously exceeded my expectations. We delivered week in, week out, and I almost feel really bad for criticizing the side at times, even though we were playing poorly in some games and getting away with it, looking back on it. But in the moment, I think most of us were saying the same thing, where we were just giving our honest opinion, and that's what football fan content should always be about. You shouldn't always pander towards positive or negative. You should always give your own view on stuff, and if you get criticized for it, you get criticized for it. But looking back at the season as a whole, it is just remarkable what this squad has done. Everybody's played their part at certain times. Hadji scoring the goals, Sims scoring the goals, you had Eccles chipping in with goals also, Grom, everybody did their job. everybody deserves that championship in the medal on their shirts. It's just an unbelievable achievement, and I cannot wait to see what happens this season. In the Premier season, for me, of course, has to be Victor Torp against Watford. The Ellis Sims goal against Watford was so close, and also the Ellis Sims goal versus Middlesbrough, but I've got to give it Torp. The best moment of the season, there has to be two. The first one is Bobby Thomas at Blackburn. Looking at the fans in the stadium, looking at everybody, it just meant so much to us. And then when that whistle went, I'm even getting emotional about it right now. I just started crying. That was the first best moment of the season. The second on QPR Vic, the day, getting the stadium announced by Doug King himself, saying that we have a football ground that we can call our own. No one up there with it, but getting your own ground secures the future of the football club for the long term, which is the most important thing. And of course, thrashing QPR 7-1, everything just went in the game. It just felt like we were going to win that game. Unfortunately, we're the ones on the end of it. And I am positive of Lampard and Dean Austin to get the right players in to make us in the Premier League. Also, I have my early predictions. I'm going to be really positive. I'm going to go for like a 15th or 16th position in the league table at the end of the season. But wait what happens. Can't wait to see what players are linked with. As we already know, Mason Mount is linked hard. There's a lot of players who are linked with the football club. Just even mentioning their name alongside Coventry is just mind-blowing. It's been remarkable. 10 out of 10. It could any better. And alongside that, City, Leicester going down. Cherry on top of cake. Thanks for having me this season. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to go back onto Sky Blues Fans TV's next season, where I can join supports a football club. Play up Sky Blues. Come on, we are Premier League. Say we are Premier League.
There we have it. Well done, Ethan. Yes, time difference and very busy man as well. A few. So well done, mate. Absolutely superb. Right then, let's get our next guest in then. We're slightly ahead, so that's great. He's sitting in the wings. He's back there. I can see some new things he's got on his wall. How's he got them so quick? What's he been doing? Making them himself?
On the Rob.
He has been on the Rob, I reckon, definitely. Let's bring him in. Jordan Williams, good evening.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
All good, you?
Yeah,
Okay.
great. Thank you. I'm about recovered from Monday. But, yeah. I'm strictly on tea now, Miles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look, in a lovely mug.
Wow. Is it tea, though?
I promise you it is.
How you got them done so quick?
Well, actually, so the family came with me to the start of the parade at the CBS, and then I hot-footed it down to the memorial with the lads. And on the way back to the car, they didn't take Doug King's advice, and they went to one of the hawkers, and they'd got this one. So I got a frame for it, Amazon Prime next day. Other retail outlets were available. And I framed it up, and then obviously that one was in my seat, so had to frame that. It's just a piece of history, isn't it?
I didn't even.
It is
I didn't
straight.
even.
It's the laptop that's not.
I didn't even know. I didn't even see anyone selling them outside the.
No, I didn't
Memorial Park.
either. So it was a nice surprise when I got home. Merry, should we say?
Oh, yeah, we had a few, didn't we? Yeah, it was 12:30. I walked in.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
What a day. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Talking about unbelievable, what have you made to it, mate? Because it's phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, you've got to sing up in the street bar as well for the fans, and also in the Mall Lounge and all that. What was that like for the fans?
I mean, that was amazing, and that was actually just as my bookings were. It was at the start of the season. I did one when we were flying before Wrexham sort of stopped that winning run, and then also I did one where it was the Oxford 0-0. So, but it never changed. Like I always felt the atmosphere was, we're going to do this. It certainly was obviously once we were over that little mini blip. But yeah, just amazing. Just all the years I've been supporting the club, through horrendous times as well as good times, I've never felt such positivity. And I think that the fans have a lot to say in the promotion. I think a massive reason why we're up is because we kept the faith and we stuck by the lads. And there's a reason why Rob Gurney's always asking Frank about it and prompting Frank to say, because the fans have been unbelievable. The atmosphere's been great. People have moaned about little lulls, but we're not European fans. We're not singing for 90 minutes. We react to what's on the pitch and they react to us. And I think it's just, it's gone both ways. So the atmosphere up there is great, but it doesn't beat Singer's Corner, I must say.
I mean, there was a moment for you with your lad. Was it the Wrexham game? I think it was, wasn't it? What was that like? Because obviously I remember taking Will to games when he was that age, even younger than that age, and it was special. And we were in League One and League Two then. This must have been extra special taking him along to that final home game.
So he's only 4, so I've always been a bit reluctant to take him up week in, week out, especially sitting in Singer's Corner. And I've took him to pre-season friendlies, things like that. But I thought, you know what? Like, there's never going to be a better time. So when the tickets went on sale, immediately I snapped one up for him, and got him up there with me. And I thought, let's just, take this in together, because he can always say in years to come, he's City through and through. He's got about 10 different kits. He cost me a fortune. He was in a retro kit from the 80s on the day. He looked fantastic. Everyone was stopping us. We went to Dillon's. It was brilliant. But I really wanted him to have the full experience. And he hasn't shut up about it since. He loved it. He was stood. We're in safe standing up the top of Singer's Corner. And he was stood on the chair, holding the railings, belting out "We Live and Die in These Towns." The video's amazing. It's something I'll cherish forever. Just to have that moment with him, it means the world. And it's never gonna, you can never take that away, can you? It just takes it from my enjoyment to another level. And I cried a lot that day, obviously because we went up, but also just seeing him, and he's City through and through, and it's obviously he had no choice. I've absolutely made him that way. But at least he's been at least he's got a bit of success to cheer, which is great.
Yeah. And you've been to a few away games this season, as I know. I mean, have you had one of your favourites at all? Is there anything? I suppose you're going to say Blackburn, aren't you? But
well, yeah, the obvious one's Blackburn, but a weird one. When we drew with Preston away, I had a great day. It was wicked. And they ran out of beer, so the lads, we all decided we'd go on white wine at half time, and that's now become a thing where we'll always drink white wine at half time. And we started a chant in the concourse, "White wine again, ole ole," and everyone started singing it, and we were all there with our white wines. It was very Italian, Claudio. But the whole concourse just seems to be on white wine in our area because they haven't got any beer left. Preston was great, and actually just to go to Preston and not lose, obviously we should have won it. Really, you remember that they were down to 10 men. We had chances, but it wasn't meant to be. The curse continues, but hopefully we won't have to see them lot again for a while. But I had a great time. It was, I think away days are about the memories you make with your friends and family. And obviously the results are bonus, isn't it? So I'm just happy Claudio's broke his duck, to be honest. Because now you lot can get off his back next season and let him go as many as he wants.
Only if we win the first one he goes to.
It might not be his fault, though, if we get battered at Arsenal away.
The Etihad. Yeah.
It might be Haaland's fault, not really Claudio's.
No, it's Claudio's fault. Don't matter who it's against, it's Claudio's fault. One last thing. It's exciting times. We are going to the Premier League. Where do you want us to finish?
17th or above.
Sounds good.
It doesn't matter. You know what? We're back. I've got full sort of faith in our recruitment, because over the last few years, the recruitments, we've had a lot more hits than misses. So I think that we're doing it in a sensible way. I watch a lot of Benjamin Bloom, and he was saying this incremental rise are what keeps teams in the Premier League. And we're not a flash in the pan like a lot of teams where they go up the divisions and come back down. We're doing it the right way. I think Rushworth's the one, isn't it? You've just got to get Rushworth over the line. Everything else, I've got full faith in Frank, Dean Austin, Doug, that we're going to be all right. The recruitment will be surprising. Stay away from Mason Mount is the only thing I'd say. He's made of glass and he's on about 150 grand a week. So I'd have Chap Rodoni all day over him.
Yeah, brilliant. Listen, mate, thank you so much for joining us tonight and throughout the season. And, well, when you're back on next season, we're Premier League, mate.
Absolutely. And we'll have that little badge on our sleeve.
Let's just hope the club shop stock enough of them, because everyone's going to want a shirt with that badge on it. They may as well just put them straight on the shelf with the badge on the sleeve. That's it.
Exactly. I agree. No one's going to want them without it. So,
no.
Yeah, I agree.
Just sell them with that badge on.
Listen, on behalf of everyone, I'm sure everyone agrees. Your channel's amazing. We all love what you do. So keep up the good work. I know it's not a quick thing that you just come online and have a chat. There's a lot of work goes into what you do, and we all really appreciate it.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. And thanks again. Thank you, Jordan. We'll see you in the Premier League. But I'll see you before anyway.
Or at Greens.
Yeah, at Greens. See you later. Go for me. Ta-ra, mate. Ta-ra. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Oh, fantastic.
Wayne Littlewood says, our snacks provided in the green room for when he comes on.
No, there ain't none. No. But our next guest is in the wings. We are ahead here, which is great. We don't mind. So we're going to bring him in. While you're talking to our next guest, I'm just going to nip off and top up my rum and coke, and I'll be straight back. I'm trying to get rid of the pain in my leg, trust me.
Oh, is it that bad?
Drama queen.
Oh dear, no, it ain't. No, it's all right. Actually, it's not too bad. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right. If you haven't seen the video from yesterday, head over to our YouTube channel, watch it back. You can see me getting inked with oh my god, yeah, never doing it. I'm not having another one with Instinct. He did my Cov badge, absolutely superb. Head over to him now and order yours. Get it booked in. There it is. Look at that beauty. That was straight after. It looks a lot better today because it's here. It's starting to look really, really clear and everything. It's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So get it booked in. 120 quid for a colour one or 100 quid for a black and white one. Head over to instinct.co.uk. Get it booked in and you can have a little go and get a tattoo done like me. Oh, I'll go to get another mum and coat. Let's bring Paul Hughes in. Good evening, Paul.
Evening, everybody.
Evening, Paul. Now, apparently we're ahead of time. We won't be after Paul's been on, that's for sure.
Oh, now steady, Claudio. Already.
You can have a little bit. You can have a little bit longer with him because I want to have a quick chat when I get back. See you in a minute.
Right. See you. See you, mate.
We are of similar age, I believe. We are, and I think throughout the years we've spoken to each other, we've always lauded our team from the late 70s. Used to play in the old tramline kit and just how exciting they were. So, with that in mind, where does this Coventry City side rank amongst the greatest sky blue teams you've seen?
Right up there. Now, I was probably a bit of an old fart saying, no, it wasn't like it in my day. But the consistency, the camaraderie, the spirit and connection between the owner, the manager, the team, the staff, the city, the fans, I've never known anything like it. And I was only 4 when we went up with Jimmy Hill. My mum says it was something like it. I don't know. But with social media now and everybody's so involved, and to crown it, that Memorial Park event was done so professionally. It was done so well. They hit the right note, and even Kylie was there. I was bold. I've got really emotional so many times, and I haven't stopped smiling.
Yeah, the team itself, though, I don't think anybody in their right mind had got us for automatics. I know Jonas had a bet on us to win the league last July, which is incredible. But I don't think anybody thought we'd get automatics. No. Miles had us outside the top 6. I thought we'd just creep in. I think Vicky was the same as well. I mean, what they've done this season is phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking today, you know,
Why then? What? Yeah, your reasons. Why do you think
Well-
they've managed to do it?
every so often a blip to one side, but there's been packets or sort of matches of about 4 or 5 matches where an individual has stepped forward, like Brendan Thomas Asante did it, and was outstanding. Then got injured. Then Jack Redoney would step forward and be a world beater. Haji Wright would, and then he would come off it again. And you know, he gets his goals in sort of, what would you call it, in sort of 4 or 5 matches on a trot. Then Sims would. I mean, Tats has been consistent. I'd say Tats has probably been the most consistent performer, you know, throughout the season, as well as Rushworth. And probably I'd put Milan in there. But when we've really needed it, somebody has stepped forward and led from the front. I'll get the goals then. And I think that's been the difference. And I think, as you said, Claudio and Vicky, I know you said it, you know, Rushworth's worth 18, 20 goals this season.
Oh, most definitely.
You put that in and you've got a winning formula. And as I say, match that with the camaraderie and the team spirit. We're just we're unbeatable. And we shouldn't underestimate how good Ipswich were, you know. And
well, I'm looking at what happened leading up to Frank Lampard coming in, and we can all appreciate the work that was done by Mark Robins. We know that. But what do you think Frank Lampard has changed in this squad? But because it's virtually the same squad of players, apart from 2 or 3 additions.
Professionalism. I think that in one word, calmness and professionalism, and the ability to go one game at a time. I know it's an old cliche, but this team does it. I think Frank Lampard's experience of, you know, what he's won in, you know, as a player, I think and also he's been a player within the memory of the other players. You know, Jack Redoney had a poster of him on the wall where, Mark Robins played for Man United, but I think I was a kid when he played for Man United. You know, it was, it's that relevance, that connection.
Yeah, I noticed that Rob Gurney, I spoke to him recently, and he had said that him and Frank had kind of had a little falling out round about the Norwich and QPR game, because he was asking the questions, because he's a fan. He was asking the questions that we were asking.
Yeah.
What is going on? Yeah, we've had such a great run, kind of thing. What's dropping off? And I think Frank got a bit upset. It was almost like, chill out. I know what I'm doing. It's just football. It will come good. And I just think, there's someone says there he's got an aura about him. He definitely has. And I think the players just believe in him. That's what it feels. There we are.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I would say also, you know, I've talked about the offensive players there. I think also when, you know, we had a bit of a dodgy period, Latabaudiere after Southampton, his performance at Southampton, he stepped forward and was a leader. And then Wolfenden came in for a little while, and then Kitchen, that seemed to get Kitchen back into, you know, that competition has been good in the squad. So I think again, just and the most frustrating and sort of worrying bit, I think, was when we actually thought we'd win it, and that was sort of through the wobbles.
Yeah.
Where we started towards the end. That was the thing that really upset me, Claudio, because I couldn't sleep. It's ridiculous, a grown man.
Before I hand back to Miles, I just want to ask you, what's your mum think to it all?
She just thinks it's wonderful. She hasn't come down. She's just still smiling. I mean, she talks about it all the time.
Yeah, tell the people how long she's been going.
Her first season was 1946.
Come on.
Yeah, 1946 was her first season. She was 6 years old. And so she's seen it. She's seen a lot of rubbish, as she says. But that's the great thing about my mum. She lives in the present, and she absolutely loves this team.
If anybody knows Paul or don't know Paul, you used to live near the sex shop behind the back of the Cop, didn't you?
Yeah, there's something like that. The private shop. That's my mother lived there. I lived in Cannon Park. Yeah. Got a discount card. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something, Miles, before I go? But
Yeah, just
again,
quick...
I'd like to echo what the last chap said about the wonderful work you guys do. It's fantastic. You've made it come alive, and this is all part of it. It's been wonderful. So thank you again from me for this season and the past.
We can't do that, you guys and girls watching. Can't do it. The encouragement's fantastic that we get from people.
Yeah, can't do it without you guys. But just one last one, Paul. How are the Wrexham fans?
Oh, my gardener came this morning. He's not happy. He's not happy. It's just absolutely wonderful. I mean, they've lauded it over me since, because I live closest to Wrexham. They've lauded it over since we lost there. And all I'll say is, he who laughs last. That's all I'll say. So,
all that money and they're staying down.
All that money and they're staying down. Yeah, brilliant.
Hey, it's like we've been saying on this show all season. You can't buy your way out of this league. You've got to earn your way out of this league. And we've earned our way out of this league. Don't care what anyone says.
Definitely.
You know.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Paul.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Cheers. Play up, Sky Blues.
Great seeing you, mate.
See you, mate.
Brilliant.
See you.
See ya. Superb. Absolutely superb. Hey, this is good, isn't it?
I tell you what's nice about this. We've got a lot of smiling faces. We've got a lot of fans coming on who are friends as well. We see them at away games and home matches. And it's just great, isn't it, being a Cov fan at the minute?
Yeah, but I'm glad you said that everyone's smiling. But the next guest, he never smiles when he comes on here. He always bloody moans, and I've got to interview him now. That's really teed it up nicely, isn't it? He's the only one all season that ever comes on here, and all he does is moan.
I've got a couple of questions as well. I can help you out, Miles.
Yeah, you're going to have to, because I can't cope with this man sometimes. I'm like, whoa! He's cracking up. Good evening, Wayne.
Hate you all. Absolutely hate you.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, good. Full of cold, but yeah, hanging in there.
First of all,
I love that intro, by the way. Thank you so much for that.
No worries, it's fine. First of all, how come you weren't at the parade?
I weren't. Wow, and to be fair, the Harley wouldn't. The little one wouldn't have enjoyed it. It'd been too much for him. So, you know, he came to the last game of the season, watched the trophy parade, you know, within the ground, wanted to make sure he's seen Frank doing his yeah. And once he's seen that, he was like, right, I'm ready to go, Dad, let's go. That was it. And yeah, he wouldn't have doubted the crowds. I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go unless he was going to go. So, and he's literally chewed my ear off all season with us being top of the league, wakes me up every single morning with the same video of Victor Torp's goal from QPR. I have nightmares. And when Victor Torp scored that one for Watford, I thought, oh, it's coming again. It's going to happen. That'll be the next thing now. So I get woken up with that one.
Do you know what? You're talking about that goal against QPR. I was talking about that. I've been watching like lots of videos on YouTube and that, like Ian Small come on earlier, said all he's been doing is watching these videos. And you forget how many great goals there have been.
Yeah.
And that one popped up today again when I was watching that little 8-minute video thing. And it was this was all sped up. And it was just crazy to see it sped up. The way it curls, the way it goes in. Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. Do you think that's your favourite goal, or is there another one that you like?
No, my one was, I was abroad at the time and quite drunk. It was the Derby game. When
on Yeka.
No, it was when we were away to Derby, and it was that long ball that I think went straight out to Milan, who then crossed it first time straight into Mason Clark, who headed it, and it was just bang, bang, bang goal. And I was like, yeah, that's the one that stuck in my memory for the for the season, and probably the first goal against Middlesbrough, because it was just so vital.
It's just it's just been unbelievable, isn't it, mate, to be honest? But I mean, joking aside though, you have come on here and you've said how you feel. You've said, you know, how you think things have gone, and sometimes they haven't gone our way, which is great because that's what the show's all about. It's about getting everyone's opinions. What's the most memorable moment for you this season? Because obviously you take your lad and everything, you take your family. I asked Jordan about him with his young lad. How's that been for you? Because as I say, when I took Will to his first games in League One, League Two, you know, it was all on the way down. This must be special for you with your family, surely.
Oh yeah. Honestly, it's harder with obviously Harley because he doesn't deal very well with big crowds, and you know it can be a struggle. So some of the games, you know, he's come to, we've left early because he's just gone, Dad, I've had enough. I've got to get out of here. And you know, coming up to the last game this season, I was like, if you're going to go, we're staying right to the end. We are not leaving. So he had enough notice to process what was going to happen. And I think I walked past you, Claudio, that day as well. And that point, he was really struggling with the crowds outside. We were just heading towards Dylan's. And it was, he was linking on to me. But once in the ground, once, you know, in our stand, and he's had quite some good relationships with the fans around him because they all know who he is, what he has to deal with. And yeah, as soon as there's a goal, they're hugging him, chanting his name. And some of the pictures and videos I've got of him, you know, I still look at and go, oh, what a great day that was. It was, so yeah, that's been good sharing it. And the fact that he's like, you know, we're in the Premier League and he can't process that. And he's like, are we really playing Man City next year? Are we really going to see Victor Gyökeres again? Yes, son. And then 5 minutes later, are we in the Premier League, Dad? Are we going to see Victor Gyökeres? Yes, son. Honestly, Duracell battery never runs out. Never.
It is fantastic, isn't it? Because I know your lad's is quite poor, very poorly, and you know you've been through the mill as well with your injuries and your marathon running. I'm disappointed we didn't all get our invite to New York for the marathon.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What happened to that one? You're in first class as well, weren't you?
I did. First class there and back, and. There is an option next year. I am flying to Boston in April. You can come to that one. I'm doing first class again, so you're all welcome.
First class? How do you afford first class?
Pimp the wife out.
Don't let her hear that.
Yeah, she's probably watching at the moment in the pub. She probably told everyone that moaning idiot's going back on again.
I'm going to ask you something then, Wayne. Now, me and you, we used to bitch a lot, didn't we? Into the early hours of the morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, we haven't had nothing to bitch about over the last 3 months, have we? We've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, so it must be going well. But I said to you about 2.5 years ago, the classic line, we'll never get promoted with this defence. Absolutely useless.
Yes.
So how have we done it, Wayne? What do you think is the reason why we've done it?
One word, Rushworth. Without him, I don't even think we would be. I don't think we'd be close to top 2 at all, because as good as the season's been, there's still been a lot of frailties at the back, and Rushworth has kept us in a lot of those games at times where if it was other goalkeepers, those last-minute goals and wins by 1 goal could have been a draw, or even a loss. So yeah, I don't think, you know, without that keeper, the season would have been a lot different. And, you know, I still think there's got to be a lot of change for next season. Quite happy if Thomas stays in the team, but I wouldn't like to be going into the Premier League with Kitchen and Thomas at the back together.
Here we go.
That's it. I've had my one moan just to upset Milesy.
I would add to that Matt Grimes, because he's different gravy, as they say, to what Ben Sheep was. Ben was a great player, but Matt Grimes is something else, isn't he?
Oh, different, yeah, you know, different levels between them. Grimes has just got that aura about him where if there's, you know, if the game's getting a bit frantic, he can just calm it down and, you know, get his foot on the ball, look around, pick a pass. And he's just so calm. cool and collected on the ball. And then Onyeka coming in kind of just freed it up for him and said, because he was practically running the midfield himself. And Onyeka's come in and took that workload from him. So yeah, I enough people have said it earlier, the January buy for Onyeka was the buy of the season for me. And it was at that point we got him in, you see him play and you think this is happening. We're going to do it.
Yeah, I did see you as well, obviously on that Saturday. And I could see the panic in your face for your lad because you could see you were struggling. And I knew you walked past me straight away, and I thought
I would have loved to have stopped, but I was just like, I just had to go. I literally said to my mate afterwards, I went, he must have thought I was so rude.
No. So I knew exactly why. We've all been there with kids, and sometimes you just got to, the kids are way more important. I mean, I wouldn't miss the game for my kids. That's
no, not a chance. No, I'd leave them at home usually.
Sophia nearly broke a note and left the ex-wife to deal with it, and she had to take it away, and I went to the game.
That's what I mean. Sometimes you go, Dad, can I come to you? No, I need peace and quiet. I'm going to the game without you.
And Sophia always keeps bringing it up. I mean, what's up with her? Honestly, let it lie.
It's the wife now.
Yeah. Wayne's on the sofa tonight. Ha ha.
I won't have to listen to a snore and fart then.
Brilliant. Listen, thanks, Wayne. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for all your contributions throughout the seasons, and also especially this magnificent season. And next season, you'll be coming on and we're Premier League.
Would you like some positivity then? Will that bring a smile to your face?
Do you know what? I don't think we're going to get any positivity if we don't win every week.
I'm rubbing my hands like this for next season. Me and Claudio are going to be messaging each other every half hour.
Yeah.
Have a good one, mate. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you again.
Bye.
Absolutely superb. So we've got two guests in the background waiting to come on. One of them is Dan Elliott. The other one is Becky and Alex, but they've got a special guest with them. We'll bring them in after Dan. Dan, good evening.
How are we?
There he is. I've got to say, when I met Dan, I didn't realise he was about 6 foot. I didn't think you were that tall, mate.
Everyone says that to me. I'm about 6'2" and a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that. You really freaked me out, actually. I thought you were wearing platforms or something.
I apologise.
Now, you are a coach, ex-academy coach at the City and, of course, at Wolves. What have you seen this season that has got us, well, not just over the line, but we've absolutely dominated this division?
If you think back and you look pre-November, it was more than domination. The goals we'd scored, it was insane. And I think we then weathered that storm over Christmas. And I don't even actually think we weathered that storm. I thought we were on the decline. It was going to be the most embarrassing season going at that stage. And I thought I spoke about it when I was in Kenya the first time I came on. I thought the key game was Oxford at home, and they had 10 men. And that was 0-0. And Oxford were in our faces. They were in our ears, in our faces, being fully confrontational. And that was the game before Middlesbrough. And then that first 6 seconds, when Latti just smashed the oncoming striker and put him on his ass, that, for me, was a complete change in mentality in the players, that they recognised it's not just pretty football that wins games. We've got to step up, and we've got to match everybody physically as well. So that was, for me, the key game where we learnt a lesson. And then on a tactical point of view, really, as fans, as you go through your badges and you dissect the game more and more, we've been so fortunate just to have a manager who has got a plan B, which we've seen. When we were when we were in full effect pre-November, it was when the fullbacks were bombing on and we had numbers in the final third and we were just scoring. And teams caught on and they started attacking them spaces that the fullbacks left behind. And after the Oxford game, when Middlesbrough game came in, both fullbacks, actually, Jada Silva was more of an attacking threat on the left than Milan. Milan has had a great last 3 months for his development, because he's learned how to defend 1v1 and he's been exceptional in defensive situations. And that was the big change in tactics, just dropping the fullback slightly deeper, making a back four. And then when Onyeka came in, that just took that responsibility. We spoke about it previously. I'm rabbiting, by the way. I apologise. We spoke about it previously. The work that Matt Grimes was doing as a holding midfielder was like asking us a single number 9 to press the right back and the left back. It's impossible to have a centre forward on his own pressing every side. But that's what we're expecting of Matt Grimes, to cover the left back, to cover the right back. And he must have been exhausted. And when Onyeka came in, it's just freed up and had this lovely balance of a right and left footer. And now it was more a tactical thing in the fullbacks, but then Onyeka coming in was just the icing on the cake. And I think he blew us all away, didn't he?
Yeah. So who do you think ideal to play with those two then, Onyeka and Grimes? We've got 3 players now who all do different things, don't they? You could play there.
I think now you've got 2 holding midfielders that might allow your fullbacks to play higher. So I don't know if next season he'll aim to get a left back. I'd love Maatsen from Villa, but if they're in Champions League football, it'll be impossible. Someone of that ilk who can get up and down, and the fullbacks become our width again. Hayden Hackney in front of Onyeka and Matt Grimes, with Radoni and another, could be Sakamoto, could be any of them really, just inside. So like 3 10s behind a striker, and then our width comes from the fullbacks.
Ooh,
Potentially.
3 10s, Miles.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
You've got two sitters and then 3 in front of them, but them 3 are narrower, and our width comes from our fullbacks, and that will allow us to play. Asante could play in there. Radoni will give him freedom, but then I think it gives us a bit more security with Onyeka, Grimes, and what I hope to be Hayden Hackney.
So, looking at the forwards in our team, then obviously you've got Haji Wright and Ellis Sims. What other qualities do you see of those 2 players?
Well, Sky Sports kindly told us that Ellis Sims is going to Sheffield United in their commentary at the weekend.
Did they?
Yeah,
did they?
Right before the game. Been interest from Sheffield United, and they're dropping in transfer rumours. So I think Ellis Sims will go. I think we can't carry him in the Premier League on the money he'll be on, because I'm sure he'll be on a promotion bonus as well. I'd love to know the ins and outs. If you look at Man United this week, they've all had a 25% pay increase from getting into Champions League position.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what are we going 25%? Or actually, you're more like going. A 25 grand player is going to become potentially a 50 grand player, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. They normally go double, and then they lose a quarter if they get relegated, don't they? That's what they do in the contract. I think the problem is teams like Leicester, though, they didn't put any clauses in because they didn't think they're going to get relegated. They're in the mire. It's so funny, isn't it?
I think Spurs. I think Spurs will be the same, but I think it's sorted now in the Premier League. It's nice to take an interest in the Premier League. One thing for me, this summer is a different thing for us, that we can actually watch this World Cup and go, you know what? Fancy that left back from Senegal or that striker. I would leave the strikers as it is until after the World Cup and buy a hot one. Buy someone who's found a bit of heat in the. I know you might be paying a little bit more, but I think we need a left side centre half, a left back, a central midfielder like a number 8, maybe another winger, and leave the strikers until after the World Cup.
One last thing, Danny. Favourite moment of the season?
You know what? It was the parade. I was apprehensive about the parade. I was taking my children, they're 8 and 11, big crowd. Every one of them people, every fan that I came across at Memorial Park was superb. Everyone went with the right mentality. And I was really proud of the fans. And my final message is to the fans, next year's a different beast. We can all support a team who are winning. I think we have learned from League 2 to League 1 to Championship now that supporting your team makes a difference. So let's just continue to support Coventry City Football Club, win, lose or draw, and be positive, because it resonates within the players. Look, we know we've got the best out of them players because our fans have been outstanding. Let's keep the standard of support this high because it reflects in the players. You can see it does.
Right. It definitely did at home. We've got a fantastic home record. We need to keep that going.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Home record counts. We know that. Yeah. Definitely. Brilliant.
Guys, thanks for your time. And thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed my opportunities. So thank you, guys.
We'll see you next season.
We are Premier League.
Fantastic. Absolutely superb. Cheers, Dan. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.
Right, and of course,
Right,
coming soon, Miles, we do know somebody who actually organised the parade, and they'll be coming on to talk about it at some stage.
There will be. Yes, through the summer we'll get them on, and it'd be great to get the insight on what happened and how it all came about and why the route and everything else was organised, which is going to be brilliant. So stay tuned for that through the summer. Before we get Becky and Alex in then, because we are a little bit ahead of schedule, Vicky's got some comments for us.
Cool. So Mark Cunningham said the Bobby Thomas moment when he scored at Blackburn can be described in one word: euphoria. Definitely. Chris Baker says, I heard the Frank's team talk at Watford was, we have to do this for Claudio to break his curse. King Carlos says, if we can get a couple of top players to this squad, we have a good chance of staying up. And King Carlos has really echoed in a later comment exactly what Dan was just saying then about whoever we bring in and whatever's going on. It's just about getting behind the team that we've got and sort of supporting. Instinct Studio, who obviously did Miles' tattoo last night, said enjoying the show as usual, except with a difference. He's enjoying his tea and his new Sky Blue Fans TV mug. Tastes better.
He's just become a member as well, so thank you very much.
John B says, a game that I believe things were different this season was Millwall away. How'd you head that was memorable?
There's been so many great goals.
And Joe said that's an excellent shout, but they'd say the Middlesbrough game at home. I think you're right, Miles, when you were saying earlier, when you look back, like just how many goals there's been and how many of them are like actually really like top goals as well. It's just been amazing for like quality goals, hasn't it?
Whoever had to pick goal of the season for picking 5 or 6 goals, or I think it was 8 goals, wasn't it? Whoever had to pick those, it's got to be one of the hardest seasons to be able to do that. Do you remember? Was it last season? We went a month. We scored 1 goal.
Yeah,
we did, didn't we?
There was that one season, a match of the day, where every goal they said would have won goal of the season. Do you remember that years ago?
Yeah,
they're all like 30-yard shots, weren't they?
Yeah, and when you look back at it and you look back at our time, and you score your goal of the month is 1 goal for the month, and you're like,
so what was your goals of the season, and what would you'd gone for?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, after watching loads back, there's that many. But that QPR goal for Torp was amazing. The Torp goal against Wrexham free kick was superb. The power behind that to get, and he was so close to the 18-yard box. It's very difficult to get it up and over that close. You don't see many goals scored from there. And then his goal against Watford, Sim's goal against Middlesbrough, away. There's that many, isn't there? Radoni's goal against West Brom.
Yeah,
blimey.
For me, and for the time it was, and had he got it wrong, we'd be going, why did he do that? Was EMC a Stoke away?
Yeah, and that goal.
Yeah.
Astonishing bit of athleticism. I think I've said it right. Because that goes over the bar. You're going, why has he done that? Because the referee blows the final whistle, doesn't he? But
yeah.
What I say, 97 goals. Just get that in your heads. 97 goals. We got our goal difference is more goals than about half the league. I think.
Yeah.
Well, TJ Joe Ottomer says he's not happy because we were 3 goals off 100.
Cameron DeVossi said about Kylie Minogue in the commentary about that's just another thing that's surreal, isn't it? You just like it's like you're just thinking, what is going on in the world? We've got like 9 years ago we were getting relegated into League 2, and you're thinking, what's going on? Now we've got Frank on the coach with his Stellas and his retro Cov top singing like Cov songs. You got Kylie on the team. Like, what is going on in the world? It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, his expression. His expression when they said to him, when JD tried to ask him a question, he stood there like that, and he's going, "It's a bit like if you come home late and after a session, your wife says, 'Where you been?' and you can't think of anything." Apart from saying you've been to the pub, you can't think of anything, can you? You're like, I've been to the pub.
Vicky, sorry, I just want to bring these two up. Great format tonight, guys. Reminds me of the Eurovision when they get the votes announced for each country one by one. And then Wendy's come in. She's gone, what a great show tonight. This podcast is absolutely absolute best. Just love it. Thank you very much.
Wendy.
Yeah, it's all Vicky's idea. This is all Vicky's idea, which is fantastic. It was her idea to put this together. And she's done a lot of work in the background to bring it to you. So absolutely superb. Loving it. Let's get a few more comments in then, and we get Becky and Alex and their special guest.
Oh, looking forward to seeing their special guest. That's good, isn't it? US Kobe says, being there, done that, got the Kobe Jones t-shirt. Let's not get carried away with players raising their game for their country. Oh yeah. So yeah, we need to be careful about what we see in the World Cup.
Moldovan.
Kobe Jones was all right, I thought.
Although I do think on the flip side of that, I remember watching the Euros and there was some fullback for Turkey who I thought looked excellent. But he was when I googled who he played for, it was like some top European team. I thought he's not going to come to the Championship, is he? And that's the difference now, isn't it? Like some of those realistically would come now that we're a Premier League team. So yeah,
that's the conversations I've with Luca, Vicky, because I'll be watching some international game. And I say, he looks good. He goes, well, he plays for Dortmund. Oh, all right. He looks good. Well, he plays for Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
That's why they look good, don't they? They're already at big clubs, aren't they?
Yeah, we're bigger.
Yeah, we are now.
We're bigger.
Let's bring Becky in now and Alex and a special guest.
Should we bring them in? I'm worried about this special guest because I don't know what they do with this thing. I'm a bit worried about it. It looks a bit dodgy, this does. Let's bring in Becky and Alex and Frank Lampard. Good evening.
Before you ask Miles, Becky and Alex, have you got this is for obviously Becky because you collect the Panini stickers. Have you got a gold Matt Grimes?
Oh, I don't know it.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
I'm going to let you have my gold Matt Grimes.
Oh, thank you.
I mean,
Oi.
Well, no, because I did such
Becky's
a good
proper collector.
Well, I know, but Becky gave me a ridiculous amount of stickers for
I've
12.
still got a ridiculous amount of stickers.
I still need some more.
My lad needs some, Becky. My lad needs some.
I'll get that to you somehow.
Thank you. Behave.
I'm very worried what you two do with that.
That's the expression.
The thing is, the season's over now. We've actually got to talk to each other instead of watching football. So
you got
I might have to trade him in.
He sits in the bedroom and barks instructions at me, don't you, Frank? He's not too happy with my end product, though.
Does he pull you off at heart? No.
Oh, blimey.
Special, that.
How are you both? All right? You all happy after the parade and the celebrations on Monday?
Yeah, it was a busy weekend, wasn't it?
It was. It's still not kind of sunk in yet. I think I'm still can't believe we're in the Premier League. It's mental. It's mental.
Yeah, no, we had a great afternoon, didn't we? The kids loved it.
They did.
And I think somebody else said that, everybody was just up for a really fun afternoon. We didn't see any trouble or, everyone was just so happy and just enjoying themselves. And at the end, when they were throwing the cardboard beer topper things, the kids loved that, didn't they? So it was a nice bit of fun that was harmless. It wasn't like bottles that people were throwing around. It was great. It was great atmosphere. We loved it.
Yeah, we've seen those flying around. We've seen them flying around, and we were like, "Look at them! Like, what are they?" And Will goes, "It's the cardboard off the top of the cans," and it looked really good because everyone was throwing them up in the air. and it just looked brilliant, didn't it?
The kids loved it, didn't they?
It did. It did.
The kids loved it. So
Steve Curry watches the show, was wearing a jester's hat, stood in front of me, and one of them actually hooked onto his jester's hat. Brilliant.
Superb. By the way, US Sky Blue says, good to see Sky Blue Fans TV embracing swingers.
now.
And do you know Emma? Emma's
Yeah,
on and said, no
yeah.
more winding up your neighbours. Why? What do you do to your neighbours?
Well, she's a Baggies fan. And
Oh.
a couple of years ago, we went corporate when West Brom beat us at home 2-0. I think Asante scored a goal when he was offside. And they started giving us pelters from them. So we kind of said, all right, we'll bide our time. We'll bide our time. And then it turns out that West Brom are pretty woeful. But yeah.
No, it's all good fun, isn't it? All good banter.
It is.
Yeah, it is, definitely. Vince coming in, he says, I'm sure Frank's got a cardboard cutout of you two.
I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
Let's ask you then, because obviously, you got your family, and you told us a story about, your lad, having special needs, and it's an escapism for him and you and all of you. What's this season meant for you two and your family?
I mean, just seeing him, the love for football growing, Archie, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he's enjoyed football for a long time, but he's really. It's so hard to. It's not just watching the football. Obviously, he goes to Sky Blues in the community Down syndrome football team as well, and just being a part of that. So it's kind of it extends from just watching the games, on the weekend or in midweek. It's more for us. So the club means a lot more to us. And we've met loads of new friends and individuals through Sky Blues in the community as well, haven't we? So, but no, he loves it. He's
absolutely obsessed with Will
Live and Die,
town. So we took him to the festival on the Monday, and we took him down in the wheelchair just because it meant at least he'd have somewhere to sit at all times. And he stayed in the wheelchair for the whole thing pretty much until
the enemy came on.
And he literally jumped out his seat.
It was on your
straight on my shoulders. He weighs an absolute ton. So I was just kind of like praying for the song to almost finish because I was like, my neck's going to break any minute now. But
he was loving life. But it's just, little moments like that just to see how much he's, just enjoying life, living life, just living his best life, isn't he? So
he loves the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So did you get tickets for the concert then on the 27th of March? I think it is.
No, I haven't. I did sign up for pre-sale, but I've had a really busy week at work, and it's just been the last thing on my mind. But the pre-sale's ended now, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, they go on sale tomorrow, don't they? General sale.
Yeah,
you'll get a ticket if you want.
I'm sure I'll be able to sort something out. I think my friend managed to get some tickets on pre-sale. But yeah, they're playing tomorrow as well, aren't they? Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that venue would be suitable for him. It's a bit too snug. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's like I said before, it means so much more to us because as a couple, if the kids aren't with us, it's something that we enjoy doing as well. It's kind of. We don't have date nights, do we? We're like, when's the football on? What game we're going to watch? Like at home as well. We're not talking just,
I'm just happy it's a World Cup summer. Else we'd have nothing to talk about. For
so it's great for us as a couple as well. But then to be able to share that with the kids and that as well. And my eldest has never really been a football fan, but he's getting into
he likes the atmosphere of the big games.
So
it's good.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, US Sky Blue says you've had a busy week at work because you've been making life-size Frank Lampards.
It's Frank. The true story.
He made the news, didn't he, as well?
Well, he did make the news. He was. I put him in my mum and dad's window for the parade because the bus went past their house, and he made BBC News, didn't he? Someone took a picture of him in the window, so he's a famous inflatable Frank. But no,
I'm very worried it's inflatable. I'm really worried it's inflatable.
Yeah. Yeah, look, he's wearing shorts though, look. He's wearing shorts.
No, put it down, put it down. Put it down.
No, we went for someone's 50th on a adult Butlins weekender, and we all went out in full kit.
We did.
It gets even worse. An adult
And then we took him out
weekender.
with us. We took him out with us. But they wouldn't let him in. We couldn't take him into the venue with us, could they? Because they said it was a sex doll. Yeah, and we were like, it's not. It's fun. So we had to leave him in the room, didn't we? But
Brilliant.
Yeah, he makes
Brilliant.
good security anyway when he's in the window, doesn't he?
He does.
He scares a living life out of anybody that walks past the house. So
You
yeah.
need a train line going round now, and then it goes on the on top of the train like in Home Alone.
So no, we're keeping him, aren't we? And when we do ours, like, if we're doing Butlins again, aren't we? Next year, he's coming with us again. So
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Listen, last question, because we've got guests waiting. I know. Quick one from both of you. Where are you looking forward to going to next season? What ground do you want to go to, Alex and Becky?
Well, I would have loved to have gone to Tottenham's ground, but we don't know if they're going to be in the league, do we?
I reckon they'll. I think
unfortunately, I think they might sneak it.
Oh,
am I going to
that's a tough
Everton's?
one.
There's some nice grounds there. I think the Everton's new ground looks pretty decent too. And I'm able to get us tickets to the Etihad as well. So.
When I was younger, I did Old Trafford lots. My brother was a Man United fan back in the 90s, and we always used to go to Man United away because obviously he was a Man United fan. But I'd like to go and see us get payback. I think that's what I'd like to do. Go to Old Trafford and get payback.
Yeah, I think we all want that. We definitely all want that. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, thanks for coming on, and get ready for next season. Get strapped in, because we'll get you back on with your blow up Frank.
He's even wearing the retro
I know.
season, isn't it?
It's lovely.
We'll get
it
a
really
whole
is
squad
lovely.
for you next season, Miles, if you want.
Say that again?
We'll get the whole first team ready for you.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, line them all up.
We get ourselves a reputation.
Have a fantastic one, guys, and it's been great having you on and great meeting you this season.
No,
It's
we
absolutely
love watching
been
the show,
fantastic.
don't we? We do. We
If you
love
fill him up
watching
with
the show.
helium, he can stay up all night, can't he?
It's a good job it's not one of them ones from Only Fools and Horses. Watch out, it don't start squeaking.
Oh dear.
US Sky Blue said we've got a super inflated.
We did. He did have a can earlier, didn't he? He had the kind of. We haven't got any Stella, so he's having a cider. Yes.
This one here, inflated Lampard wearing shorts, is hilarious.
He's even got pants on underneath.
He's got pants
on.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's fully dressed.
Brilliant.
Yeah, nothing kinky about this Frank Lampard. He's fully dressed.
Well, have a good one, and we'll see you in the Premier League.
Yeah, take care.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Brilliant. Absolutely superb.
I'm loving this. This is great.
It is good. It is really good. Well, we know it works, so we'll be all right for what we're going to be doing next season. Hopefully, if the technical things work next season, it should be good. Let's bring our next guest in for you, Claudio. Are you ready? This man is amazing, right? Because he's involved with the archive. He was on here last week with us, short notice, jumped on. Absolutely superb. We've got Wayne in the background as well, Wayne Brewerton. He'll be on after Mark Rainbow. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. How are
Good
you
evening.
this week?
Good evening, Mark. Mark, we've just enjoyed one of the best season ever as far as I'm concerned. Like I said earlier, if Jim Brown's telling me this is the best season ever in the history of Coventry City, I'm thinking it is.
I'm not going to argue with Jim either. So no.
No, and the stats. We're doing a show next week where the stats are ridiculous, and it's going to be a really good show. Me and Jim. So for you, then, what are your standout? There must be, because it's hard to pick one standout moment, isn't it? This season, there's so many. So if you could pick a handful of standout moments, things that you think have changed the season, or basically it's put us to where we are.
Let's try and think. I'm trying to think of the season chronologically. So from the moment we walked into the CBS on that warm Saturday lunchtime for Hull, because it was a lunchtime kickoff, wasn't it? And it was a bit of an anemic 0-0 draw. But from that moment, the journey, yes. So obviously QPR, the announcement of QPR of the buying the arena. Then there's the QPR game, which was, that just made that day special. We thought, I think all of us at that time thought that's going to be a special day in this season. It doesn't matter what happens the rest of the season. This is going to be special. Well, yeah, it was, but we peaked it a few more times. And then there's the news against Birmingham that Rudoni's out, and everyone's thinking, oh God, that's our season done. And we only beat them 3-0. Then I think one of the really pivotal moments was Middlesbrough away, because we were doing well. We'd lost a couple of weeks before to Wrexham away, but that's got a bit of an asterisk against it because of the circumstances. So and that was the second time in 3 or 4 weeks. So it'd be a top versus second, and we coped with the pressure, and we got the 3 points. Then there was the bit of a lull over Christmas when everyone was obviously getting tired, and then the flu and stuff. I mean, I had it. I don't know about you. Yeah, and there was no way that I'd be playing football for 3 weeks over the Christmas period. Then January was a bit grey, wasn't it? Then the next moment was the signing of Frank Onyeka. I don't think we realised quite the impact he was going to have. Everyone was happy because he was the sort of player we wanted, and that it just turned the heat up again, which was followed immediately with the home game for Middlesbrough. Now, and I think that's the thing that set us on to the run to the end of the week. Someone said earlier we'd lost one game in 15, and that's the second game of those 15, isn't it? Because we drew to Oxford the game before, and then we beat them, and then we just coasted in. I start to sound like a Man United fan, aren't I?
Well, you mentioned Onyeka, but the game against Southampton we lost. He went off injured.
He did.
Yeah,
and
he's made a massive impact, I think, in the team.
Yeah, I'm not sure we would have ever got the win out of that Southampton game because they were good, and we again, it's something we're really good at, is giving teams that we know are quite good far too much respect. We did it against Ipswich in both those games as well. But yeah, I mean, how many? The only other team that can't say that they've only lost one game in 15 is Southampton. I mean, they've not lost in 22 games or something so far. But it's not just we've only lost once in 15. We've only dropped points in 4 games out of those 15. And the other 3 are draws. And those draws are the tenth time it got to the point where we crossed that threshold into getting promoted.
Right, yeah.
So again, caveated. And then just the final moment for me of the season has to be in the Memorial Park, because I think that was the point. I think I said to Miles on Sunday, I'm not entirely sure it's really sunk in with me. And I think that the point that it did sink in was when everyone came on the stage in the Memorial Park. And I'm not going to deny, I had a bit of a tear in my eye. It might have been all the smoke, but it might have been just that's the moment it really struck me.
It felt, I don't know how old you are, Mark, but it reminded me of the Silver Jubilee, the whole day with the parade and everything and the party. And it was a massive, it was just a great celebration, which the city has needed for so long. Just the city itself. It's kind of like when they had the City of Culture, and the city was denied because of COVID. It's everything in one, I think, which I think the whole city embraced, and the people of Coventry. You mentioned the QPR game. How did you feel on the walk up to that game? Because I got the news, like a lot of people. I messaged Miles. Miles thought I was taking the mick again. Jim Brown wouldn't believe me, even. No, I don't joke all the time. Sometimes I can be serious. We have walked the ground. I had a massive smile on my face, and it felt like a dark cloud had lifted off the stadium. I don't know how you felt when you were walking up to the ground.
I think I think I heard on CWR. Actually, though, Cheryl told me she'd heard it on CWR, and they were talking about it when we drove up to the ground. In the fan area at the back of the east stand, there was a buzz. It's a bit of a tingle. It's like we bought the ground, because I think people, if they didn't understand the significance, did after a short while just mingling in that area. And it was such a nice day as well, wasn't it? And then, yeah, and I think we've all been through the turmoil since the move. We've seen it all of us have seen it in our own different ways. A really good example of the turmoil, if you like, that is the Leicester groundsman won the groundsman of the year again for the whatever it is. The only reason why he's at Leicester, well, the only reason why he left Coventry is because our owners at the time, when they went on a rent strike, one of the things that happened when they went on a rent strike, they stopped paying the groundsman. That's why they left, and that's why he's at Leicester. So so that these are all the things that no one thinks about. That turmoil, everyone always brings up the Northampton and Birmingham and forgets about Burton, but it's all those little things that you join up. Well, the stuff that was going on behind the scenes. I mean,
Doug King has took control of the pitch basically, and as soon as, I mean, we were talking about this last game of the season. It looked magnificent, didn't it? And because it was already going. The start of last season, it was starting to in the corners. It was already fading, wasn't getting muddy, but they took control of it. And this is another thing Doug King has done. I mean, the guy seems like some sort of miracle man, doesn't he, Mark?
I mean, we're roughly of a similar age, so
21.
With interest, and we've seen like the last game of the season played on what looks like the beach at Skeg. And but to finish the season with a pitch at the arena that looks like hasn't had a body on it in months. It's remarkable, and it's lasted all year, and it's helped us. It's been that again. It's been that extra man, that bit of, because of the way we play. The ball spends most of its time on the grass. It's a real Brian Clough type game, really, isn't it? We play.
One last thing before we let you go, because I think we are up, aren't we? Most improved player of the season, or an individual who's caught your eye that you didn't think would.
Obviously, Jada Silva comes straight to mind on that one, because at this time last year we were all ready to sell him to anyone that had got like a bag of balls and a set of bibs, and it's but look at him this season. He's been phenomenal, and just think Brandon Thomas Asante. Last season again, we thought we've seen him play for Albion, and we haven't bought that player. He really doesn't look up to it. Again, there was all this talk about selling him to Blackburn. Was it the January before last? But it's a good job we kept him. Then the other thing, the other sort of improvement, I think we all we kind of ignore, is in Frank himself. It's a point that I've seen Frank mentioned a couple of times in interviews, but he doesn't really expand on it. But he's always looking to improve, to learn, to grow. So when you've got your friends from that other podcast, sorry, if I mention it, I'm going to have to drink this.
Second
oh God, I drink it now. This was full before Wayne and Claudio start talking about the back four. Every time I mention back four, I have to drink. So, But the thing is, when Frank started at Derby, right, that's first ever management job, right? It went reasonably well for him. Didn't quite get to the playoffs. You know, he's done other things. He's learned. He's been in different circumstances, and he's learned stuff. And he's come here, and again, he's not the finished article. I'm sure he'll tell you that. But he's drawn from all these different things. Each season he's been in the Championship, he's got to the playoffs. Well, this year he didn't. It's the first time he never got to the playoffs as a manager in the Championship. It's because he won it.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'd make a case for the most improved has got to be Frank and his backroom team.
Before I let you go, Wayne, Mark. I'm losing the plot here. It's because you mentioned Wayne. I have to hold my hand up and say, for me, the most improved player, our Jamaican international, Joel Lattibaudiere, who really, I think, if you've played in the defence and you've not lost a single game, and he's played about 15, 16 matches, I think, started, or something like that, quite incredible, really.
How many of those are clean sheets as well?
Yeah, and I think what it is, sometimes it's when somebody puts the belief in you, it gives you the confidence to play. And the only fault of our previous manager was sometimes he didn't give players the chance to develop, you know, because I can think of EMC, wouldn't play him, kept playing him out of position, wouldn't play him where he should play. He did that with 2 or 3 players. And I think with Frank, I think he really trusts these players. And Joel Lattibaudiere is an example of that. The improvement has been incredible, really, I think. I don't care that he runs funny like he's got a golf ball between his backside. but you know, he's been great. He's been absolutely great, I think, this season coming in. What if he
could cut out that bit where he falls over with the slightest touch, you know, I still think of a game at Carrow Road last season.
Well, that's what he has improved, because he didn't do any of that in this run of games. You know, really.
And look at the ball he cleared off the line at Watford.
Oh, yeah, which last season, there's a little thing, you know, that game at Watford, which I thought about this afterwards. And I said to Luca, that's what our season's been about this year. They hit the post. We had the one on the line where last season, was it Binks stuck it in the net against Luton, wasn't it? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but on Saturday, we clear it. They hit the post. We clear it off the line. We go down the other end and score a second goal. Yeah. That's been the difference all season, whether it's Rushworth or one of the defenders. We've done what we've had to do, cleared our lines, got down the other end and score. If you're scoring 97 goals, you're going to concede chances, because it means you're up the pitch after, you know, 3 quarters of the game. You don't score 97 goals by sitting on your backside defending, do you? So we're going to let in goals. But I think that man has been tremendous for us this season, to step in like he did when nobody thought he could do the job, me included. They are my... I've said it now.
Brilliant. Well, go on, Mark.
Can I just say one
quickly, because
last thing?
Wayne's in the background. Quick.
Right, I'll say this really quickly. Another thought I had in the park on Monday was, you know what? We're never ever going to have that feeling ever again. Whatever happens to us in the future, it's never going to be like that. Yeah. Oh wow, we were there.
Brilliant. Hey, I tell you what, you got to sign off with that one. Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. Thanks for all your contributions this season. Absolutely brilliant. And next season, it'll be Premier League podcast.
Oh, can I just say one more thing then? We are Premier League.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb. We'll see you soon, mate. Good work with the old archive and everything. Well done.
Yeah, don't forget skybluearchive.com. Go on. Lose yourself in it.
Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Right then, let's get our last guest in then. Did that, was it that Emma, was it, or whatever her name was? She wanted to come on. Has she contacted us?
No, I've been checking emails. No.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. She won't. She's still watching. Just quickly message us. We'll get you quickly on. It's fine. Absolutely fine. We knew this was going to be a long one tonight, but let's get him in. This man is brilliant. He always comes and sees me down at Dillon's. He always sees me outside the ground. He shakes my hand. He has a picture taken. And I always go, why do people want their picture taken with us? It just seems weird. But anyway, let's get him in. He does a lot of charity work as well. He raised, I think it was £17,000 just before Christmas, I think, or just after Christmas, for a concert he did for Heroes. Let's bring him in. Wayne, good evening, Wayne.
Good evening, guys. Can you see me?
We can. You're perfect. Absolutely
okay.
perfect, mate. Brilliant stuff.
You're right, Vicky, Claudio.
Yeah, all good. Thank you. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thanks.
I want to start off, Wayne. Were you in the park on Monday, or were you on the parade?
Fortunately, I wasn't. I was in Christ the King. I watched the parade from where I live because I live in Cowden.
Right.
So they actually the parade all the way come down.
Yeah.
Westhill Road.
Yeah.
They actually stopped outside the Christ the King because the supporters club's there.
Oh,
They
brilliant.
stopped for about 5 minutes there and they carried on. So yeah, I just watched the parade.
Fantastic. And I mean, Mark just mentioned, us being in the park or you on the parade. We watch it every year, teams getting promoted, lifting that trophy. Could you believe that it was really us that have managed to win that trophy that is there? It's just mental, isn't it, mate?
It's mental, yeah. It's like a dream, and you're thinking, you're going to wake up. Because where I work the same place as Kenders, and I'm surrounded. I work in Solihull, a little car factory up there, and I'm surrounded by Blue Noses and Villa fans and West Brom fans, and they're all, is this real? Usually got a back now after 25 years. It's crazy, and it's really crazy.
Yeah. It is fantastic. I mean, for you, I see you outside the ground. I see you in Dillon's. Is there anything that's really caught your eye this season? Because it has been. We've heard from a lot of people tonight. Everyone's got different memorable moments. Have you got one in particular? I know you're going to say it was the photo with me.
Yeah, that was one of the highlights.
Yeah.
No, I think one of the main highlights is the Wrexham game. I saw you then on that game, and the atmosphere before the game was mental. And it was this sort of this building of something, and you could feel it, and after the game, just wow, it was crazy. You know what I mean? And it's carried on for what 8-9 days now, where it is, since that game, and it's been the whole city's got a buzz, hasn't it?
It has.
I can remember 87, and I think this is far better than 87. And it's really great.
I think the thing is as well with 87, there's a lot more people living in the city now.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more. I don't know. There's different fans, isn't there? It just feels that like Claudia said earlier, the city needed this, and it has galvanised everybody, hasn't it?
Yeah, everybody. I think Frank and his team have united. I put up a few Facebook posts. Has united the city. It's mental, mate. It really is.
Yeah, for me, it's just been a season that I don't think we'll ever forget in our lives. But I mean, when we're in League Two, did you ever imagine that we'd manage this now?
No, because I went to Notts County away, and what was it, Forest Green Rovers and all that sort of thing. And you couldn't imagine it. We're looking at these places, thinking, wow, and to where we are now, I would have never thought we'd ever get back. Never.
Yeah, it's just special, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, who would you say has been, apart from Carl Rushworth, which we know he's won every award going this season? Have you got a player that was really shone for you this season?
Obviously Grimes. I think Grimes has, drove us on a bit further, from beyond, drove us forward. But I agree with Claudio. Old Joel. He's something special, I wrote him off, last season like the rest of us did, and like Claudia said, we haven't lost a game with him in the team. He's unreal.
Yeah,
played with 3 different centre halves.
Yeah,
we've got an incredible squad at the minute. The championship squad, it's excellent. With what Frank's done with them, and I'm just amazed what's happened this season. Like most people, absolutely amazed.
Yeah, it's mad. It's crazy. It's like I say, it's like a dream. Wait to wake up. It's not real, but it's real, isn't it? We're in the Premier League.
So, do you fancy doing a 1-word quiz, Wayne?
Go on.
One word for Sunderland. Now, be careful.
Bitter.
One word for Leicester.
Down.
Are you worried though that because now we've got expectation, haven't we? I think with some fans, and I'm hoping we're just going to have some optimism instead, where we're hoping for to get a foothold in the Premier League. What I would like to say, I don't know what your opinion is, that too many fans are just going to expect we're going to make ridiculously great signings and just push on. I still think it's going to be a Brentford style of small growths where we might end up selling a player.
I'm being realistic. I think we fall from bottom next season is massive. For the team, just to go back up 25 years, and then we build, like you say, Claudio, from then. You know what I mean? So
it's all about staying there, isn't it, Wayne?
Yeah.
You've got to stay there.
Yeah.
Now you do a lot of charity work. Tell people what you do, and you've got something coming up in November again, haven't you?
Yeah. So I do a charity event called Scout for Heroes, and what that is we raise money for a charity called UK Homes for Heroes, which works with homeless veterans on the streets. They house them and put them in respite places and stuff like that. So it's a 2-day event. It's on the 13th and the 14th of November this year. I'm going to be at the Two-Tone Village on the Friday night, and on the Saturday all day we're in the Christ the King Social Club.
Brilliant. And you raised, was it 17,000 last year?
It was about it went to about 14,000 from that sort of round.
14.
Mark, yeah.
It's fantastic work, isn't it? What you do.
Yeah.
I mean, and it must take some organising that.
Yeah, because it's just taken a lot of my life. There's lots of bands, DJs, and PA, as you know, and that sort of thing to get sorted. So it takes a long time to set up and stuff. It's quite busy.
Brilliant. And where are you looking forward to travelling to next season? What ground do you want to end up at?
I'd like to go to Villa Park. Of all places, and beat them there.
It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I think they were winning tonight 2-0. I don't know how it's finished, but they were winning. Well, listen, Wayne, thank you so much for coming on tonight, and thanks for coming on early on in the season. And we'll get you back on again when we're in the Premier League.
Yeah, because we are Premier League.
We are. Brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. Take care.
See you later.
Ta-ra. Just had a message come through on Facebook from Paul Boylan. Hi all, I'm late listening to the show tonight. Sorry, apologies if it's already been mentioned, but my lad was the one holding the sign here, Carl, that he signed on Monday. I didn't think the season could be topped, but it just keeps getting better. So thanks for watching.
He was on the radio this morning. I heard him on the radio this morning.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, they got him on CWR
brilliant.
chatting to Lorna about that. It was amazing.
I mean, it was good seeing that.
He's actually he signed Russia. He signed it as Russia. It's like they're going to frame it and everything. And it's brilliant.
Oh, really? That's good.
It's like somebody said earlier. It's been too jokey for him not to be signing.
Yeah, I'll be amazed if he doesn't sign now.
I'll be amazed.
The vibe's just wrong if he's getting. This isn't a player that wants to leave, is it?
No,
I'll just put this up, Vicky, from Alison Berry. If we get 16th or 15th, that would be massive. Now, Alison, got to say, Alison, well done, because you spotted me in my elephant pants.
Lucky Alison.
But no, she didn't even notice till afterwards when she did. So she was looking at my face, which is credit to her. I've got to say that, because we had 2 cleaners at work today, and one of them says, "You're off the internet," and I said, "Oh, have a look at this photo. Look at me at Watford." Now, they're sisters. One of them went, looked at me, said, "Oh, yeah, it's you." The other one was looking down. She went, "What are you wearing?" And I said,
"You know where you look all the time."
I said, "You're naughty, because your sister was looking at my face."
Brilliant.
I've just had a great time. I know you guys have, and I think every City fan I bumped into just having a laugh. And I think, which is winding up other fans, is the fact that we're not really being Billy Big Boy, are we, with our the fact we won the league. I think because most of us can't believe it. We're like going, we just won the league, as opposed to keep saying to everybody, you're rubbish, which is, I think, what they're expecting. And they're chucking things at us. And I'm just not interested. I'm not going to fall for any bait, basically.
The other thing, though, I'm very disappointed with the EFL giving Leicester the trophy for the best pitch.
Yeah.
I suppose they've got to give them something, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because they ain't getting anything else.
Yeah.
Right, Vicky, let's get some comments in, and then we're going to have to wrap it up because it's been nearly 2.5 hours, and we did a 2.5 hour show last night. If you haven't already seen it, it's me getting me tattoo. Go back and watch it. And please give us a like and subscribe. It's free. All you got to do, click like, click subscribe. And if you want to join as a member, it's $1.99 or $4.99, like like Instinct has done tonight, is joined as a member tonight. Thank you very much, Instinct. And that's where you can go and get the best Coventry City badge made on your leg, colour 120 quid or £100 for a black and white one. It's, oh man, first ever tattoo. I'm never having another one. Trust me, never. Sorry, Vicky. And before we go as well, I've got a couple of things I just want to put up after. Go on, comments. Let's get some comments because there's loads.
Everybody was enjoying the special guest of Frank, and they went to put thank you, Becky and Alex. Our fans are great.
Oh, brilliant! Love it.
And US Sky Blues put we've got a super kinky lamp. Martin King says, I think it's amazing how many times all of us remember the same certain goals and games for being turning points in the season. Thank you all at Sky Blues Fans TV and all the fans for making the season for me personally even more special. And thanks, Martin, for your contributions as well. Because I mean, like Claudio said earlier, we couldn't do this without everybody viewing and participating. Otherwise, it'd just be us three chatting rubbish to each other. So we're really grateful for everybody that just takes the time to watch and chat to us and come up and talk to us when we're out and about. It's just all great, isn't it? So
it is
thanks
brilliant.
everybody. Paul Stratton says, this has been rocking while you've been away, Miles. They've had some of the DJs that have been able to stand in here, but.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Martin King says, winning the championship and promotion to the Premier League beats any tournament win except maybe Champions League final.
I don't think we'd be able to afford it, would we? Have you seen how much it is to go to Budapest?
Yeah.
Like huh?
No, sorry, you were going to say?
It's like 1,500 quid for 2 nights.
I know, it's mental. Do you see that person who... was it the Arsenal fan who had posted online? He was staying at the hotel. Look at me, I booked it way back, and it was so much cheaper. But he left all the details on there, and a Spurs fan went on and cancelled his booking. And now it's
brilliant.
From about 150 quid, it's gone up to like something like £2,000 or something ridiculous, and he can't get.
That's brilliant.
Margaret says, "Where's my Sims poster gone? Hopefully we'll be back for Sunday. Just a technological issue." So Mark Cunningham says, DK will have a plan for consolidation in the first season. We don't want to return to those depths we were before. I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's that balance between we want to stay up, but we definitely don't want to be going back to the trouble we've had in the past. It's all about doing it sensibly, isn't it? So that we've we've got a future, and that's what the future looks bright, and it's just great, isn't it? After some really tough times. Sue Scott says, brilliant show again tonight. Loves you having all the guests on. Great fun. Cheers. So
great idea, Vicky. It was brilliant.
US Sky Blue says, I've got the survival mentality for next season. We're going to be striving for higher. Champions League tattooing coming white with the white because you're a wimp.
No.
Joe Atuna says, Grimesy upgraded from Swansea to us. I wonder how many of their fans are still saying that he's not good enough. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. Or it was a sideways move and things like that.
Yeah.
But and he also says that bets O'Hare stayed with us.
Wow. Yeah.
There's so many we won't be getting through all of them. So that's sort of pretty much the last one. So if you want to do your things, you've got to show Miles. Otherwise we'll be here all night.
Yeah, no, we will be here all night. Just a quick one then, guys. There's a couple of pictures have popped up today on Facebook. Just a quick get your thoughts on this. Couple
right.
of kits. I don't think we'll have the navy one because I'm wearing that one now, so I can't see us having another navy one. I'm not too sure, but I'll give you my two that I like pretty good. I like the bottom left, and I like the middle one at the top.
Mhm.
But I think it looked better with a couple of gold pinstripes either side of the lines. What do you reckon, Vicky? Any of those take your fancy? I don't like the one on the right, top right, no chance.
No, that's a bit weird, that one, isn't it? I
Yeah.
like the stripe ones, although the stripes are going across, just doesn't feel like us. That just says,
No.
I like that as a shirt, but it doesn't feel like that's a Coventry shirt. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that for that reason. I do like the one above it.
Yeah.
It's not there, but the one I really like was the one I think Will shared.
Oh yeah, I've got that in
earlier.
a minute.
Okay,
I've got
that's my
yeah.
that's my favourite I've seen so far.
Okay, Claudio, what about you with them?
Yeah, the Argentina look. I always like that, but
Yeah.
I'd like a shirt with a collar, if I'm honest.
Yes, I would. I would as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. Like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
the
like
one like that.
Yeah. But navy shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Navy shorts, not white. Got to be navy shorts with that, I think. But I know it's Ribeiro looking, but I think that looks pretty cool, don't you?
Yeah, no, that's my favourite one so far.
Yeah, I like that little detail on it as well, CCFC, and then you've got for the city down on the bottom right. I think that's pretty cool. I love all the chevrons going all the way down the sleeves as well. I think that's the dogs, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, I like that. I think So, Doug,
we've
forget
decided.
what you've already forget what you've already designed, what you've already agreed on. Scrap it. That's
this
the
one.
one, but with navy shorts.
It's a bit worrying that there's some Chinese company already knocking out shirts for next season, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, which ain't even our shirts. So,
Yeah.
but there's the trophy again. Look, that's ours now.
It's the same size as the one you got behind you.
I know. Yeah, I couldn't afford the big one, but they sent me the wrong ribbons. I'm waiting for the proper ribbons, so it will have some nice little ribbons on it. But do you know what? It's all right. It's not bad. It's okay. I think it looked better without the lights behind it, won't it? There you go. Move them lights out the way. There you go.
Martin King has said, when does the new kit get released? Does anyone know?
Tomorrow.
I imagine it'll coincide with the store opening. Do you reckon they'll do that as one big massive? Do you think? Is that, that's what I reckon.
We'll be live. We'll be live from the kit launch. We will be down there. We're definitely, unless we're on the pre-season tour. So yeah, but you never know.
Which won't be Vegas because some of the players there now, aren't they?
They are, yes. Yes.
Ian Primlock said next season's shirt should have been designed about Christmas. It wasn't it, Claudio? Nicola Iverson was saying when we were at that Diamond Club.
So apparently they've had two designs, haven't they? One for the Premier League and one for the Championship. So,
because Miles told me something, Vicky, that I didn't even notice. Did you know? I'll let Miles tell you.
No, go on. Oh, about the shirts in the Premier League.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So shirts in the Premier League, we are going to lose one sponsor on the shirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't have a back shirt sponsor in the Premier League.
Unless-
Only in the Cup.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, nor did I. Well, did Miles.
There you go. So we lose one sponsorship. So now Monzo have got a real kerfuffle to sort out. Because do they put Monzo business or do they put Monzo? If I was a businessman and you're in the Premier League, you would probably do business, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So how's that look on the shirt? This is obviously why they had to design two shirts.
Yes. There you go.
There you go. That's all we're
There you
saying.
have it. There you have it. And
Interesting.
by the way, Doug, if you're watching or anyone from the club shop, when you sell the shirts, get them on the shelving with the Premier League badge on straight away because everyone's going to want it. So don't say you got to wait here for 3 hours to get it pressed. Just get them made, get it done before anyone comes in the shop, and have all the shirts behind the counter so we can all just come in and go straight to the counter. There you go. But we'll be live from the kit launch. We'll be live from the new opening of the store as well. So we are allowed, because I've asked the question before and they're fine with us going down to do it. So there you go.
Excellent. The new trophy cabinet, hopefully.
Yes, new trophy cabinet. Well, that was a fantastic show, guys. 2.5 hours. Absolutely brilliant. Vicky, what a great idea. Absolutely superb. And Claudio reminded me today, we've got a special show this Sunday, actually. It's our end of season show. So we will see you all on Sunday night. And then we're going to one show a week on a Thursday throughout the summer. So I hope you've all enjoyed it tonight. It's been brilliant. I thought it ran quite smoothly, to be honest. And thank you to all the guests that joined us. And if you are watching and you fancy coming on to the Premier League podcast next season, drop us an email going along the bottom of the screen, info@skybluefans.tv. We can get you on the spreadsheet and we can get you on next season. Don't be shy. Come on. It's good. It's a great laugh. As you've seen tonight, people that come on, they love it. It's brilliant. Thank you, Claudio. You enjoyed it, mate?
Yeah, it's great. And like you were saying, you can come on the pre-show, the after-match show, or the post-show. So you got any show.
Any show. Any show at all. Yeah, absolutely superb. And Vicky, enjoyed it. Well done, me lovely.
Yeah, it's been good, hasn't it? Getting everyone on, having a good chat. I've enjoyed that.
Yeah, really good. Really good. Absolutely fantastic. So that's it then. We'll see you Sunday night then. And we'll give you our thoughts on the end of the season. And hopefully Ken and Jack will be here. Jack ain't here because he's down at the polling station counting votes. Good luck with that one. But Ken, hope you're driving safely, mate. Be careful. And we will see you on Sunday for our Premier League podcast. Brilliant stuff. Right, play up Sky Blues. We'll see you later. We are the champions. No one can take it away from us now. That's it. It's ours. It's official. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Ta-ra.
Good night.
Good night.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.